What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Holding It Down with 3Place Tommy. Right now, we got a special guest for you guys. Do you guys ever wonder, do you ever wish, like that little kid, but do you ever wonder what it would be like if you fucking robbed a bank? Or when you see that shit on the news and you're like, damn, that motherfucker got away with it. It's pretty crazy. You always want to ask, like, I wonder what he did, what was going on. Well, today we got your answers. Today we got a special guest for you guys. Today we got Mario Llanes, a.k.a. the Cold Blooded Bandit. Look him up. You can look it up. But here we got him here with us tonight, blessing the show, sharing his story. What's up, Mario?
What's up,
again,
dude?
thank you.
Yeah, man.
For coming right here and
thanks for the opportunity
and coming on my show and allowing people to hear your story, dog. That shit's fucking crazy. You know, nobody hears or ever heard or heard, or maybe you have or whatever, but nobody. You know, when you hear stories about of somebody that robbed a bank or whatever, you never think about that shit. What the fuck? You know, let us know, like, what the fuck? You know, let them know who you are and fucking, you know, everything, and then let's get into that shit. We'll get into it.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks again for having me, dude. It's real cool for the opportunity. And, appreciate it much. But yeah, it's pretty. Like you said right there, I want to start off. You don't hear about that often.
You don't.
You don't. It's a little out there. Like, I mean, even out here and. We'll get to, like, the prison shit, but, like, when people are like, oh, like, what are you here for? And shit, I'm like, oh, like, I would just leave it, like, robberies, burglaries, and it's like, oh, and then details like, I robbed a bank. Actually, I robbed 3, and they're like, nah, like.
Oh, shit, so you did 3?
Yeah, I hit 3.
Damn.
And then even, like, out here, when it comes up of, like, in conversation, and, like, at one point, the prison, like, it's all, like, everyone's like, nah, but out here it's funny, because... Man, I have Google hits, so I'm like, you could Google it.
Yeah,
and
you could see. And if people
they're
look
like,
up,
no, you can't. You do Cold Blooded Bandit.
The Cold Blooded Bandit. You'll see a picture. You be right there chilling or what?
There's there's two of them, but you see me, like, you could see I'm pretty easily identifiable, you know.
And fuck, that's crazy shit though. Like, what? Like, you look like a normal dude, fucking, you know, to. What the fuck led to that shit, or what the fuck was going on?
I mean,
why the fuck did you rob a bank and shit? You know, crazy.
Let's be real. Like, I got to keep it 100. The half truth, the full lie.
Yeah.
Well, I was sick in the disease.
Yeah.
Like, I was strung out on black.
Yeah.
Heroin, and it fucks with your mind. It really does. Like, it'll get you twisted. And I got to a point of where I was in debt with people you really don't want to be in debt with.
Yeah.
And, like, I had, like, a real formal conversation really just, hey, if you don't have this money tomorrow, like, tomorrow's your day, bro. Like, you're the little homie, you're cool and all, but that don't pay the bills. And, you know, it goes on, that debt. So, man, the next...
And you were like, fuck, I'm
like,
fucking...
Bing! That light bulb came on, and it's real fucked up. That's where I went to, like...
But that's what I'm saying.
Rob a bank.
Because you're like a normal person. Here's
the confidence where I was able to, like, take that leap of faith. I mean, the close homies remember who've been around since, like, back in the day. But when I was 18, I had a brief period where I was working at a bank.
Oh, so you worked at a bank.
And the part of the training, you know, stuck in my head was, you know, if a robbery comes in to happen, you just give them the money. You just give it to them. It's the FDIC. It's insured. What's money as opposed to the cost of a situation occurring and someone losing their life? Like, there's protocols and all that, but just give them the money, let them go. So
but I'm sure there's hero fools. You know, there's always heroes.
Oh, dude, I said something when I was like 19 when I had that training. I'm like,
robbing a bank.
Such young man ego,
like in a movie, movie.
I was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna break through this safety glass and tackle.
You're all looking at the top of the bank when you go in there. Like, I could probably jump that top window real quick. I do that shit now, and I'm not even trying to do nothing. I'm just like, damn. I'll just be in the bank line, and I'll just be like, damn. Somebody could probably jump this high window and just be on that side real quick.
Okay, so funny enough, those windows are already assessed high-risk areas, probably close to freeways and shit. So they figure most people are going to hit them. That's why they have those or like
those windows.
Yeah, if you.
But I'm thinking a guy will hit a window, those windows, jump over, get whatever, and then jump back over. But nah.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, so in each one, I was out in less than 2 minutes. So a lot goes down when you're devoted to doing something that's. When you made that decision, you crossed that line. Yes or no? Like it's kind of like it's such a small example to like relate to, but the roller coaster. You wait in line, you could get out any minute, and then like you finally sit down, and then like you lock it, and you're like okay, fuck, I can't say no now. Like it's happening. And like that morning, I walked into that bank and.
But what was it like?
Okay,
you fucking coming, fucking mask, fucking Uzi, fucking shotgun, get on the ground, motherfucker. What was it?
I wish, dog. Like now, I look
I should have done all that shit.
I look at COVID and I'm like, God, there's so many missed opportunities, dog. I want to walk into a bank with a mask and gloves. Like this is. You're like, I have a mask and a face shield and just squint my eyes a little more and I look like the average like paranoid chino. Like,
You're like, I'll pass. We don't know.
But no, man. So that morning, I'm like, all right, I'm doing this, and I take one bus. I mean, I take a train down into Norwalk.
So you didn't drive there or nothing?
No,
what the fuck?
I was a junkie. I had a skateboard.
I'm gonna take a skateboard down and I'm gonna go rob a bank. Dude, I got a skateboard right now, and I'm saying
at that point in my life, I'm lucky I had a skateboard and it didn't turn into a bag.
Yo, you're looking at the skateboard. Wait a minute.
This is still good condition. I could wipe it down real quick. I think that fool has a son.
Somebody will want. I think he had a kid.
Yeah. No, so I get there right. I get into Norwalk and I'm at the train station. You know the one with the big B off the freeway. And I'm like, all right, Imperial's downhill. I know which bank I'm hitting. It's going to be an easy push. Like, I had a little cruiser board.
Yeah.
And I go and I see a dude this is like 2014, and I see a dude reading the newspaper in his taxi. And I'm like, all right. And then here comes the funny part because he didn't pay no mind to it. I'm like, hey, man, look, I'm running late. I came off the train. My phone's about to die. I fucked up. I don't even got my wallet. If I go to the bank right now, I could do a withdrawal from the inside. And you could wait. I'll leave my skateboard, leave my backpack in the car. Like I just need, my day's already fucked. And he's like, you know what? Come on.
The taxi driver?
The taxi driver.
No.
This is pre-Uber.
So you told him, hey,
I don't have my wallet, but like I'm not gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave my shit in the car. Like I'm not gonna leave my backpack and shit.
Yeah.
But the funny part is, so we get there, and I leave my skateboard and I leave my backpack, but I take the shoebox and wrapped in like plastic that I had with me into the bank. I made a fake bomb.
Oh shit! So the shoebox was a bomb?
I had my backpack like this. I remember specifically like some like trying to be like a vintage MASH fucking filled gunny backpack, little cruiser board, and like a shoebox in with a water bottle because I felt weight was needed.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had some wires, I'd
They're
probably
like, get something in there.
Wait a minute.
It ain't just a box, boys.
They know how heavy a box. And I get out the taxi, right? And this dude's like, I don't know, he's probably like, what the fuck this will take? Like, a gift?
Yeah.
And I walk in.
So the taxi waited outside with...
He waited. Yeah, so, fuck, dude.
After you explain the story, like, hey... I got money, but I got to go make a withdrawal, and then I could pay you, but like, I need a ride.
I told him, like, even though I have my ID and my
car, like, was it a far trip where he's like, it's going to be worth it, too, because he's going to pay me?
It was just...
Did you tell him take me far or not?
It was right there, just straight down Imperial to Norwalk.
No, quick 30.
No, right there from the train station.
No, I'm saying 30 bucks for him. For him, easy, 30 bucks.
Start the day,
Yeah.
And so I go in, and the first window closest to the door, empty. And I was like, fuck. All right, like here we go, and there,
that's a click,
like click. I'm like,
where the guy shakes it on the fucking on your shoulder.
I'll say it like this: I've never felt an adrenaline rush like that, and let's just again being real, like coming off of heroin, that withdrawal that the movies depict so well. I didn't feel shit. I was just like, my adrenaline is going, dog. Like, can you imagine what's?
I know,
because all you have in knowledge of this is from the movies, or the West Hollywood shootouts. We were kids.
Yeah,
and shit.
I'm like, I remember that.
I'm like, I'm gonna either do this, or the dye pack's gonna explode on me, or I'm getting like shot as I walk out, like da 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 da. But debt's paid then, right?
Yeah, you're thinking about the dye pack. You're like, damn. Okay, so maybe I could use a couple of dollars.
Like the bottom ones or something. I'm still booking it.
I can put him in water.
I could pay him with one of these.
Can I just put him in alcohol? Maybe that should have rub away real quick. Everything's going to your head.
So I go up and I have a note written. I wrote a couple funny story. I saw my old roommates. I posted it. Did you see
Yeah.
that? My old roommates that I was living with before this bank robbery.
Yeah.
And after I moved out and got busted and everything, they went to
found
clean.
one?
He found one of the notes. He still has it.
It's all.
There's an artifact out there. What
He's what the hell is this? Oh, one of Mario's fucking old.
you should frame it,
bank
put it in the
robber notes.
restroom. No, so yeah. So then I do it and I slide it under, and she's like, "Huh?" Because it's like a little
The
paragraph.
little note?
The note under the window.
And what did it say?
It was just more or less. This is a bank robbery. I need all the money in your drawer. Exclude the because I remember it was a specific stack of 20s. They have another paperclip under it. So in your normal transaction days, you don't touch it. But if ever a robbery, you grab the whole thing and hand it. And I said, leave that packed there. So now she's like, oh shit, he's aware, you know.
But then they would have known, like, oh, he's worked at a bank before. That's my first 48 instinct.
I can't do
But keep going,
reconnaissance.
keep going.
Maybe give me some credit.
I know, no. But keep going. You know, hey, dog, I'm fucking.
That's why I worked there. I knew at 27.
Yeah.
No. No. So then she's looking and it says like, this is a bomb right here.
Yeah.
Anything stupid, these people, everyone's gonna go. There's people behind me watching with guns, so you need to comply. And so she looks behind me and there's customers, like, you know.
She's like, I don't know which one of these fools.
Yeah.
Was there any knucklehead looking fools in there that you'd be like, yeah,
That'd have been
son of a
that,
bitch,
right?
him look
Yeah.
like one of my accomplices.
No, and then so she does it, and I see her getting the thing, and she's chilling, poor thing. And I see her get the 20s, and then puts.
Was she all scared?
Yeah.
You got to think though, because if you work there, you're like, hey,
that's
what
the worst
the
part.
heck?
Like that, there's
Because I'm sure.
cops are scared of getting shot. The guy at the zoo's getting scared of getting eaten by a lion or alligator.
Yeah. Bank robber?
And a bank teller's scared of getting robbed. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, like, fuck, you work.
I know how you always think because how you said you see the movies and the die.
And you know what? I told you, like, we laugh about it because it's, you know, it's there, but I don't like. I want to glorify it because I feel bad. Like, yeah. But you know what's crazy? Out of all three, one was a youngster, and that's the only one that put
like a fight.
No, restraining order.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On you?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I would too. I'd be like, hey, if this motherfucker knows me or sees me on the streets, he
Yeah, I'm nice.
robbing banks over here. I'm a good guy though.
No, and then so yeah, like she gives it, and then like a dick, I'm with the box, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Can you leave that? Can you throw it away from me? Thank you. And I walk out, and the note said too, wait 5 minutes before you hit the alarm, and those people will leave as well. So I gave myself in my head a little window, you know?
Yeah.
And now I get back, dude's still in the taxi.
He's like, hey, my friend, you get that money? You're like,
Dude, I'm like, but I walked out like I hit.
What was that?
I hit the threshold of the door, and I walk out, and I'm like, this happened. Like, there's no cops. There's people that have no idea what's going on. Like, they're not aware. Yeah, I just robbed a bank. Whether I get caught or not right now,
Is this a dream?
I walked out of the bank with money. I did it.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, that's on my, you know.
Oh my God, the taxi ride must have been crazy.
It was short lived. So we go, and I'm like, hey, bro, actually, we got a jam. I told him I'll get him KFC or something. So right there back in the day, now it's like whatever.
Yeah, just keep going.
I was like, I can't get you food no more. My chick's pissed and
But
stuff.
I'm going to give you $10 tip.
So we go back up Imperial, and I'm like panicking now, right? I'm fucking freaking out, fool. And I get off on I'm like, hey, just park right here. Actually, I'm gonna go to her friend's house and get picked up. Like, this guy, I look tweaked out.
How far away was it?
Oh God, it was on the other side of the parking.
So you just kept going and you're like, drop me off right here.
If this table was it, like, here's the bank, here's the Target and stuff, and like I went like out, exit, light. You know, I can't make it, and I just detoured all sick.
And he dropped you off right there?
Well, I went to the first house.
Oh, you kept going?
I know. I went and I got out and I'm walking up to the door and I see him like I'm doing like the and I see him drive off, right? And I'm about to knock fake, and then I see him dip, and I'm like, ooh, and I run to where my homie lives. Now, a couple houses down, in the back, it was like a house and apartments. And I go and I'm knocking on his door. I see his car there, and I'm knocking on the door. And this old lady answers, right? Just pissed, just yelling at me in Spanish while I woke her up. And I'm like, whoa, like.
I'm at the wrong house.
I'm like, dude, what are you into now?
You're like, hey, what's this lady doing here?
Like, your chick's cool for this? This is what you're fucking up for? And I'm like,
And this is what you're thinking while you're just robbed the bank at the homie's house. You're like, who's this broad right here? Wait a minute.
This is the life choices you're making?
You're like, damn, bro, for real.
We gotta talk.
Hey, Felicia was cool as hell for this. Okay, let me in, dog. I just robbed the bank.
And then I look all the way down to the right, just like, what the fuck's going on? And I see like his ashtrays out there and chair. I guess they swap with the units. Okay. So I run down and boom, and the dude's like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, okay, thank God, right? And I get in.
Oh, it was the wrong apartment.
Yeah, like so previous to, unbeknownst to me, they switched units for whatever reason.
Some fucking movida that they didn't.
Yeah, fuck, I'm over in your spot. Go ahead, let me in, shit. I don't even like it at my house.
So I'm right there, and he's like, what's up, man? I'm like, hey, dog.
Why does your friend talk like that in my head?
Why did they
like this and fucking?
Because you just robbed the bank.
You think I run with sitting? You probably picture him with like a cigar, like a bowler hat too. You can't see the guy. Let me tell you something.
Come in, go all the way to the back.
Yeah. What do you say? Fucking
they're all
waiting. You're just all rubbing your hands
for me, and there's like a cloud of cigar smoke. Like, no, so I go and I wake
a fucking bag of fucking all
the dollar sign.
Fucking hell yeah.
And then no, so he's like, I'm like, hey, bro, we gotta get out of here. Let's take me to my crib, fool. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to a strip club. Let's do this.
No.
It's early in the morning.
That was your mentality after just doing that? Fuck it. You're like, hey, dog.
I have money on me.
Was doing it,
and then he's like, wait. And he's like waking up, right? I think he went and hit the bong right away, too. Like, so it's just
money from?
Really slowing down. He don't know I have money yet.
Oh, okay.
It's all like in the taxi. It's all in the waistband.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, hey, fuck it, fool, let's get food. Let's go, like, let's do something. And he's like, hey, well, my car's a flat. Oh, girl took the other car. And I'm like, fuck, call your brother. He's like, dude, I think he moved to Burbank or something. And I'm like, whoa, where have I been? Oh, yeah, doing drugs.
Damn.
And then so, like, he started to brush his teeth, and you just hear all these sirens going off. And then a helicopter. And I guess for the position.
So that's how close you were, huh?
I didn't go far.
Oh, yeah, well, because you said he just dropped you off. Why did you go there instead of
you're asking
being like, hey,
you're asking me why I
why
went
didn't
there?
you just
Why
be like, hey, take me, like, no, I know, exactly, of course. Why did you just rob a bank? Of course, but, like, why didn't you be like, I would have tried to go as far as, I would like, take me to downtown.
My method was so
L.A. or something.
My method was so
like, let's get out of here. Take me to the other side of the parking lot and we go right now.
Just on the north side of the parking lot because that's different security guards.
No way. I would have been gone.
Well, so
fuck it.
And it's funny because, like, there are these kids, and I guess we're, like, to get a good position to see the bank, the helicopter just happened to be right there above the apartments. No. Loud, fool. Loud. Yeah, all that. Like,
everybody that's in the building, lock your doors.
Remember,
there's
like,
a fool that just robbed the bank right here.
Remember when you stood up too late at night and, like, you knew, like, you hear MASH and you're like, do-do-do-do. I was like, oh, shit, it's too late. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
And these fucking little kids are like, he's here. Because, I mean, they're dumb little kids. They say a helicopter, you know?
And they were talking about you?
No, I don't know.
Or you heard that?
I heard them say it. But
I heard them.
But they're just being kids. They're just
they're not.
The helicopter's above them. They're loving life right now. Best time they stood home from school or whatever. And they're, you know. And I'm looking out the window freaked out. And my friend's hearing the noise in his front room, right? And he's in the restroom. And, like, he leans back from, like, brushing. He's like.
He looks back like fucking Jim when Henry was in the restroom and he's all, those motherfuckers.
Dude,
he's all hitting the wall. He's all, some say 1 million, some say 2 million. The Lufthansa heist.
Dude.
That was right there.
Mouthful of toothpaste stuff. Yeah. And my boy knows me. He's like, what'd you do? And I just lift up my shirt.
Fuck. And he's like, no.
He's like, Doug. And he's freaking out. I'm like, don't trip. You don't know nothing. Like he's not like freaking out like, fuck you. But I could imagine if someone walked into my house.
Oh, yeah. Like, hey, Dick, you just robbed the bank and you came to my house and the fucking helicopter's right there, Dick.
I'm like, all right, I had my skateboard. I'm like, I got to get out of here, fool. He's like, okay, please. Like, could you? So I start pushing down Imperial, right? I'm like, I got to get back to that train station.
Walking?
On a skateboard.
Dick, what the fuck? Why were you even showing face around there?
It's not like I've done this before.
Dog!
I'm winging it, bro.
I would have been like, put me in your trunk right now and drop me off.
He had no car.
From here.
He had no car. His car was flat or some shit.
I would have been like, I'm staying right here. Why did
Would
you
you
leave?
would you have let me stay right there?
Yeah, I would have been like,
You hesitated, fucker.
I would have been like, go in the shed, fool. Fucking go in this shed real quick, and I'm gonna tell him.
Bullshit.
You know,
I wouldn't let me stay right there.
I would have.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
bud.
Mario, you a good guy, you know?
Fucking
You fucking
Captain-
came to my house, I'd fucking let you be there.
Captain Hindsight, I love it.
no, but for real, fool. If you came to my house, dog, I'll tell you right now, fool.
Get the fuck out.
I'm out. You be in the shed, fool. High key.
What?
With Donna, I would have been like, look, if he got away from her,
He earned it.
he earned it, bro. Fucking Donna right there. I'm fucking, what? You don't even know what's going on? Damn.
So I'm pushing, right? And I go, and the traffic's going against me, the side of the road I'm on. So then it's like,
How
little
far
island.
is the bank from you? Can you still hear cops?
Yes.
And you're skating. And you're not even good at skating.
No.
What kind of skateboard? Regular or was it one of those penny boards?
It was like one of those cruiser,
The
big,
little-
big
Oh,
wheels.
the cool ones? Oh, yeah, the big one. One of
For the guys who can't skate.
You just found it at one of the houses. Like, oh, fuck it, I'll take this.
This'll do.
Okay, yoink.
Need it. So I'm pushing. And
I need it more than you right now.
I look, it's like the car's coming this way. I'm going this way, island medium. And I look, and it's
Cop.
a Norwalk sheriff. And I'm like,
You-
no, and it's
just going straight.
And then the
Don't look, don't look,
traffic's
don't
going
look.
like this. We're waiting for traffic. He's waiting for the green, and I'm waiting for the crosswalk guy.
Oh, and it's like that guy. Like, remember on Reservoir Dogs when I was in the restroom and he's like, so when he walks in,
Oh, with the story?
and then the cops are all
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at that
yeah,
hood,
yeah,
and he's like, "That's you." You're all looking at each other.
And I'm like, you know what? Either this guy's gonna just get me now, and I'm starting to like, or I'm just gonna sprawl out. But I get on my phone, and I just start pretending to talk to somebody. Like, yeah, I'll be right there. You say you're the
No, wait a
Denny's.
minute, what?
And I start.
Yo,
There's a
let's
Denny's
go.
to my left. So I'm like, oh, you're there instead. And I'm walking. He hits his lights. I damn near shit. Yeah, it's jumping. Flips the bitch and responds. I just get to call it.
Yeah.
So then I keep pushing, and what's happening in front of me? A van store's opening up, and all the local heads were like, "Shay, you said Denny's, he said Target,
Yeah.
KFC van. They know where I'm at, Imperial." And
So they're looking for you on those streets.
they don't know where I went. They don't know where I went.
Okay.
I took off in a
Oh yeah,
taxi.
because you've already went to the homies.
and I
told
took
them
off
the
I
story.
took off my sweater, took off my button up, so now I'm in a white tee. Like
Yeah.
I layered. You gotta layer.
Okay. Oh well,
if you're
you
gonna
were.
rob a bank, you gotta layer.
Yeah, I was layered up that day.
This is pre-COVID. Remember, people were
Yeah.
like, "Why don't you wear a mask?" Because I look like I'm robbing a bank when
Yeah.
I walked in 2014. You know, like I
Yeah,
said,
they were like, what's up with
nowadays
this? Now it's like normal.
it's
Like,
the
why
heyday.
ain't you wearing a motherfucking mask when you come in here?
God, if I only just waited. If I only
Should've
known.
just- See,
Yeah,
dog?
we could have been living right now.
Wrong. Yeah, dog. We would have been doing it right now. Do it again.
Shit, man. So I go into the vans, and I'm out there. I have to go and
And you're at the Vance place, and they're like, "Oh, this motherfucker blends in right here, tatted up."
I look like a tweaker probably though, coming up like with a skateboard, like, "Hey, you guys are open."
No, but they're like, "Oh, he looks like a Vance guy."
I get a whole new. I down there pick the whole mannequin, head to toe, shoot it, hat, everything's all.
This, dog, why are you putting it on right here, sir?
I did. I
Yeah.
changed. Yeah, this fits. 10.5. Cash them out. You know,
Here you go. Tip for you, man.
Right,
Thank
cash-
you very much.
like Dumb and Dumber. Here you go.
Here we go.
Here
Dog,
you go.
do you guys do
Here you
haircuts
go.
here? By any chance, do you guys do haircuts here? Okay, then. Bye.
Yeah. Keep pushing. What do I see? Metro PCF opening up. I'm like, oh, the tide's turning. They're going good for me.
Let me get a phone.
Yeah, break the old one. The sim down the sewer. Hit the
in
blue
the little
line.
gutter right there. Choo.
And then,
Didn't use the phone at all, but
Oh,
still
oh.
throw the phone away.
right. No. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I had no.
Yeah, no, it's all
That's
good.
true.
Who cares?
That's
We're-
true.
we're throwing the phone away.
That's
We're
right.
throwing the phone
I
away.
did that shit alone. Like, who am I worried about? I got handwritten notes everywhere, but I'm worried about a phone.
Cut your pants into shorts.
I
Yo,
never thought about
in case
that.
it's too hot, they see me wearing pants.
Why did I? Remember the zip ones from 8th grade?
Yo, I'm wearing shorts now,
You're never gonna catch me.
dog.
Why did I throw away my phone?
Who cares? You want to get a new one? You have Fedia.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, dog. When you got money, dog, you get whatever the fuck you want.
Metro. You're right.
You know, Subway next door. You want a sandwich, dog? While you do my new phone?
You want avocado
I
on
got
that?
you.
Avocado now. Don't
Got
trip.
you, dog.
So I hit the train station and I'm on the phone, And I'm blowing everyone up. Like, I hit up the Connect. I'm like, yo, I got it. But I need some extra too, boy.
Yeah, I got that for you. Like fucking Smokey at the end of the jet. You're like, yeah, I got your money. You fucking hit him with the, hey, I got you, but hey, throw some on it, homie. Because I'm working with something right now. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't no.
Hey, pick me up though.
By the way.
I'm right here at the Metro PCS foot next to the bank. Don't say nothing.
Hey, your old lady said she could use a car, you could use a car, right? So he comes. Now here's a
take the baby seat out because we're gonna go pick stuff behind us.
wipe the Funyuns on the floor.
Hey, is your car seat out?
In the Nissan Altima?
Let's go.
In the Nissan Altima?
No. Yeah, hey,
half-eaten hot Cheeto bags in the back seat?
pull into the Metro PCS for. I'm right here, dog. Don't trade. I'll write that later.
Which Metro? The one that takes CBT?
No, before say no more. You just hang up. Click. I used to have a homie that I would call him and we'd be talking, and I'll be like, all right, then later. He'd be like, gone. He just hang up. I'll be like, what? And he'd be like, all right, then gone. I'm like, hey, hello?
A James Bond bad guy?
Who the fuck does that shit?
Gone.
Remember when fools used to leave fucking messages on their phone?
Yes.
Remember you would just put a song. You would put
you're
you would put a song and it'd be like
yeah.
if it's
Chorus recording, yeah.
And they're like, leave a message. I'm not here right now. All right, later. The worst ones.
You know which was the worst?
No,
you know what was
the worst
worse?
ones. I'm gonna get you right
You
now,
know
and
what
I
was
know
worse?
what you're gonna say is, hello. Oh, what's up? Oh, wait. Yeah, wait up. They turned down the music. Hello? Oh, shit, I couldn't hear now. What? Hello? What happened? Leave a message, dog. I'm not here. Man, fuck you, dog. You be fucking talking
mad
about
and
hey, fool. Hey, I'm right here, dog. I'm fucking. Hello?
With your chick in the car, then she knows you got burned.
Oh my god, that shit was the worst one, huh? Like,
okay,
who does
but
that
above-
shit? Modesto, did you ever have a fool that, or you
Yeah,
did?
you've experienced it.
Modesto's like, fool. I used to do it.
No, but you know what I hate about
Hey,
that?
low key, high key.
Don't do the
I
keys.
think I did it.
Everyone did it
once.
once.
One of my voice messages once was that
Hello?
one where it's like, wait,
Hello?
let me turn it down. Wait up. Hello?
What are you
Leave
doing?
a message. I was that guy for a little bit.
You know what's stupid though? You're like, who's this? Like, you have my number saved, asshole.
No.
You know exactly
What
who the
about
fuck it
when
is.
fools?
No,
I do this all the time. Where fools call me and I start talking to them like if I call them. I'll be like, they'll be like, I'll be like, hello? And I'll be like, hey, what's going on? I'll be like, hey, what's chilling? What's up with you though? What's going on with you? I'll be like, hey, motherfucker, I called you. I do that shit. But back,
Wait.
ladies and gentlemen, back to the bank robbery talk. So you're at the Metro
Wait,
PCS. The homie pulls up.
I have one more grief though on the phone topic.
Okay.
The music instead of the ringer. Just who the fuck are you?
I know.
Now you like Beethoven? Now you like Beethoven? Hung out with you for 20 years. Never once bought a piano.
Instead of a
Like, am I holding a hospital or calling my homie to go eat?
You're like,
what
hey,
the
did I call the right number? Hello? You're like, hey, why do you have Beethoven as your ringtone?
On their razor.
You know you have to set that up, right? Oh yeah, my sister did it for me.
It's classy. Yeah, okay. So back to the bank robbery.
So back to the bank robberies.
All right, enough of that.
You're at the Metro PCS.
No, and I still pushed. I get to the train station. And
Oh,
now,
you left the Metro PCS. The homie's on the way on the Altima with the little extra.
Yeah,
And he's going to hook it up because he's like, damn, this fool came up with it.
exactly.
I'm going to hook this fool up. And you're all happy.
So we go.
Sirens in the back.
now mind you,
you're
we're
just
gonna-
gliding. Woo,
In respect
woo,
to anonymity,
to the-
we're gonna leave names out and such, you know.
Yeah.
But we get to one of the homies that we know, and everyone's right there. Cause I'm like,
Mutual
I got loot. Pull up, like this day is cracking.
No, man. What's up, barbecue?
Yeah, Daddy Warbuck. We're going to Walmart.
Throw a
today.
tomahawk. Throw a tomahawk on there. Get crab legs.
Ain't no EBT here.
Hey, fool, get the crab legs, homie, you know what I'm saying? And a little bottle or something.
Well, trip out, right? Homie pulls up, and he has a youngster with him. And this was like, hey.
Yo, who's this?
No, and I get my issue, pay him off, everything's good. About to do my thing now, because now the adrenaline's coming down. You know, I'm going to get my Leah soon and go,
Hey, leave me alone for a little
Hey,
bit.
well,
dog.
give me like 30 minutes.
Hey, when I'm like that, dog, don't wake me up.
Just let me be. It's a grown man shit. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, if you see me like that, just chilling, fool, don't do your
Just
little
put the
bit.
frau out. Just
Don't
do me a-
fuck with me, dog.
the
If the
frau.
frau burns my pants, fool, just put it out, dog. Don't wake me up, fool.
Going to hell for
Don't
this.
play your little games. hey, don't be waking me up when that fucking shit starts fucking around, all right? Just leave me like that. Damn. One time,
Did I ever pull it on you?
Dog, no, the homie, the old man. I was like, hey. Like, he was right there. And I was like, trying to be funny, didn't even know. And I was like, woo. Now who was up? And he's like, hey.
Yeah, no.
He's like, hey, come here. I'm like, what happened?
You knew you were
like,
in trouble.
He's like, when you see me like this, I was little, fool, 11. He's like, when you see me like this, he's like, don't wake me up. He's like, just leave me like that. I'm resting.
You're wasting.
I was like, okay, little ass kid. I was like, okay.
You're wasting my money.
Dog, trip out, huh?
Well, anyways.
Back to the motherfucking
now.
set.
And the homie's like, tell him. And I'm like, what's up, dog? Because remember, I'm in a 6th state of mind. He's like, oh, I got this sherm. And I'm like, shoot it.
A sherm?
And a vial, fool.
What the fuck?
Remember the ones back in the day, the stink bombs that like you'd break at the glass?
Dick, so you just robbed a fucking bank. You fucking link up with the homie. And now this motherfucker got sherm. He's all, hey, by the way.
If you act now.
And you done sherm before? That was like, I'm going to try it.
Dabbled like twice, but no.
Give it a little whirl here and there. Okay.
My toe wet.
Sherm story. Now we are breaking into a PCP story.
So I go dip it, right? I probably dipped way too much in the cigarette. I go to light it. It's like a fucking road flare. Whoa! I smoke it.
No, light it slow.
Light
it slow.
I'm done.
Eee!
I put it out because no one wants it, obviously, because I'm the only moron who just robbed a bank and wants to do sherm.
That shit makes fools fucking bend bars and shit.
Yes,
You heard about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Break out of cuffs.
Before anything, Rodney King in the motherfucking before the riot started. Rodney King when he got hit.
Yeah.
Okay, the cops were beating him up because he was on sherm, right? And they couldn't stop him, or they just beat him up.
Well, there is
because what I heard is they're like we
sherm.
couldn't stop him. This fool had superhuman strength. They said, huh?
I'm not gonna.
They're like he had like superhuman strength that we couldn't stop him, so they started just bombing on him. I get it was messed up, but I'm like I kind of get it because I'm telling you, fool. I've heard stories of fools that are all shermed out, got all crazy, and they'll brand like the bars that like on the fence,
they break out of cuffs.
The all rider, break out of cuffs,
clubs,
break a window,
tasers, nothing.
Yeah, dude, that shit doesn't. Fool, I know a fool that wasn't on sherm. That fool got tasered. That fool just got him and fucking ripped him out, and jumped off the balcony. And took off booking it.
Well, remember,
one of the homies.
Remember back? I
was like, damn.
Remember the cops?
Remember the cops? I left, my ankle was broken. I'm like, how'd you keep running? He's like, I was just fucking pumped up.
Remember when the cops beat me up at the beach? You heard about that?
Oh, do you still have the mark on your back?
No, it's gone. It's healed, but that was bad.
Oh my god, I heard about that story. But everyone got beat up that night, huh?
Oh yeah, like rough handled and stuff. But I got the shit into the stick.
You know what I'm saying? The res life, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's that fucking the feather life, bro. Hey, once you came from this side, shit's gonna fucking happen to you.
But that was just drunk. So imagine sherm. Yeah, it took 3 cops for me to actually finally like twitch.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so you got the sherm from the guy.
And then I smoke it, right? And now I'm chilling. But trip out, right? So here, you gotta listen now. I see a Downey PD cruise the block. And that's a little active part of it.
Yeah.
Active in Downey, but yes.
Dick, ain't no fucking active part of Downey.
There's Dick right there, my fucking golf and stuff.
Dick
by the target, cracks, pops off under the bridge. Riverbed life.
No.
So I go and I'm like, you know what? I just can't deal with that right now. I want to enjoy my high. And I go and I get through the homie's front door, like off the seat, and I walk in. I shut the door and I book it full. And I'm just like, nah, this is bad.
You're all shermed out.
This is bad. I run through his house.
For no reason.
Hit his back
Where's
door.
the feria?
I can't recall. Probably still in my pocket somewhere. Or, I don't know, like in the bag somewhere. Like, it's just, I think I bought a backpack. So it was there. Yeah, at Vans, I bought a backpack.
Oh, Vans, backpack. You're still fresh Vans?
Nice, fresh.
The shoes are Vans too?
Everything.
Fresh.
Sponsored.
And you didn't care about running through the dirt with all fresh stuff?
I'll get more. Fraud the bank, player.
It's coin, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing.
You know how we living. I got a sack.
So I go.
I'm on my way to the homies.
And now I'm in the home.
So you're on the way to the homies, shermed out with the fucking fast sack.
I'm at the homies.
Feria.
I'm running through his house because I just seen the cop in the front yard.
What's the cop doing at the homie's house?
Drove by. He didn't stop. He just drove by.
Okay.
But guilty conscience.
You're tripping.
I make it to his backyard,
and now I'm like, the back fence in here.
What do I do? And I'm like, it's hot, and I start getting like the little tingly feeling, and I'm like, oh, and I sit down, and when I open my eyes again, I'm in the front yard.
KBR 2 with 7 unit, 60 unit 1. We got a Mexican.
I'm in the front yard sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Apparently, everyone said I seen the cop drive by, and I stood up and I sat down on the floor and just like kind of closed my eyes and I got, and it was like just for like 10 seconds. Then I opened it up again and I'm like, hey, well, and they're like, nah, man. Gave it back to the kid. No refunds, cool. Here, but tell your next guy. Excellent.
Yeah, it was good.
Top notch.
But not for me.
Yeah. So yeah, man, and that was the first one.
Yeah. Oh.
That was pretty much it.
So that was number one story of
Yeah.
fucking or the robbery. And so from there what was it? You were just like,
I found out how easy it was, man. It was like it's like you said, like in the little intro. You know, we see things on Hollywood TV, on the television and
and
movies.
You see things on a big
Okay,
screen.
over
You
in
see
that place,
fucking
Hollywood
things.
land,
It
you know?
makes you start thinking over here. You can do whatever.
But it's not complicated. Granted, okay, now here's everyone like, oh, you don't, yeah. And I'm like, okay. Also, one thing you learn.
okay, so wait.
You're gonna ask how much I got.
No.
Oh, okay.
How no. Oh, from bank robbery number one, how long was it to be like, I'm gonna do it again?
Like a couple weeks.
Weeks?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Damn.
Maybe.
And you were like, all right. And what? The money was gone. You're like, oh, the money. How fast? How fast?
Quick. I don't know what burned quicker.
Yeah, I don't know. I was buying fucking shirts, packs of cigarettes. I had beer.
Everyone got
drugs. I
everyone
did
got
everything.
curly
I
fries.
did it all.
Upgraded to curly fries.
Yeah, you're on curly fries. Put some cheese on my baby's meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Give her
Put on-
the zucchini.
Hey, you large,
Chris cut? You want
large?
Chris cut?
Yeah, can you get large? You guys got extra large? Okay, large.
Oh, ranch is 25
Just
cents?
Give me large.
Give me 4.
4 ranches.
Dollars, nothing.
Can we tip you guys?
At Carl's, appreciate your
Yo,
service.
hey, can just this for you? Like, oh, this motherfucker just did something. The dollars are all red. They're all, hey, why is it all stained?
Funny story.
Hey, they do. Okay,
Wait.
do they really do the shit with the fucking bombs?
Different places.
Or that's when you steal shit from like the Brinks truck or some shit. huh?
No, they have different packs because, like I said, it's like that little one under the bigger of the 20s, and it's
That's
already
the one that has
designated. I was familiar with the tracing packs, and I guess like the bills are marked for like, I don't know if they explode, but they always mention tracing, so they didn't say die packs because they mentioned die and then tracing.
You think they have one of them has a little wire?
Oh, wire or like, yeah, something.
And they're like, wherever this goes, that's where the stolen money is.
They're like, he's still in the bank. Sucker.
You go and transfer it back in
Never
on the
gonna catch.
ATM. Brrr.
As long as I'm in town, you're second best, kid.
Damn. No,
So-
so we're on to bank robbery number 2.
Now, bank robbery number 2. We're gonna use the keyword allegedly.
Same shit?
Allegedly.
Oh, what? Because you tried.
No, allegedly, if you were to rob a bank and see how easy it is, one might just simplify and have someone drive you yourself. Now, allegedly.
Again, taxi.
No, someone you know. Maybe
Yeah.
chip them out $100 or something.
Hey, fool, give me a ride to the fucking bank real quick.
I need to do a
Dick.
withdrawal.
I'll give you $20.
Yeah.
I'll give you $20 on gas, fool. I need a ride to a bank real quick.
And then,
Cool?
you know,
All right, just park right here.
hypothetically speaking, you might even tell them, hey, if you see a cop pull up, just call me
Text me if
and,
you see a hold up.
dip. Because now I know.
Damn, him be like, why you want me to leave though, dude?
You know, this is all hypothetical, too.
You know the homies?
It can't be held in court.
The
It's
homies are
hypothetical.
fucking breaking up weed in the parking lot. They're like, dang.
Dude, I got 5 more minutes.
Oh, fool, there's a car, but don't trip, fool. He's going inside.
don't.
He's rolling up London outside of the parking lot. He's like, don't trip. Fool. He's going inside right now.
So-
Don't trip. Hey.
Yeah. I go in, and this time I have I write the note right there.
Another note.
Now I'm doing a withdrawal at the little island, the little kiosk.
And
I
you're
put-
like, but now somebody that's sitting in the stands has a gun.
and you know, I do that. I put the fee exactly like
Yeah?
bank people. I put it again because
See how the fucking mind works, fool. I'm gonna go rob a bank right now.
we'll talk later. Can do.
Yeah, wait up.
College funds,
Call a taxi.
college taxi.
Hey, but what happened? So
I
number two.
went in, and that's where I said that youngster, the kid was, and I gave him the note. Freaked out, gave me the money again. Left the funny money.
And what about the people? Like, do they make a thing, or they're just
They
like
don't-
next customer
Yeah, they
after
don't-
you? They're just like next person,
Well, the next person,
or they're
if you're
just like wait up.
if you're at the bank. Oh, see, I don't know. My back's already pushing. Maybe
Yeah,
they put
I'm gone. I
they
don't
put
know what
little
the fuck happened.
Yeah, I would assume they put the little close sign, taking their 5-minute break.
Yeah, lunch.
Yeah. Hey, boss, taking lunch now.
Come on, all right, quick 15.
And then hypothetically speaking, you would just get in the car and leave. You would just you dip out. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a nice chair.
Hey, fool, I'm telling you, I'll fall asleep in this motherfucking
Yeah,
chair right
and
now.
I'm having fun with the wheels. I'm like, man, I haven't sat in a good chair like this in a while.
You
Ergonomically.
can move the mic to get closer to you too. So, like me, I'm right here on it. This motherfucker's right here.
I'm
If I
over
go
like,
here
I'm
and
still
talk-
like, what do I do with my hands? Like,
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
and then, yeah, man. And that was the second one. There's not much to it.
And so the second one, you told him no,
no,
the fool gave bread?
money left.
and
then
then and what you do when you left? What was
Oh,
it?
here's
You
the-
had a car. You hopped
Here's
in
something
the
funny.
homie's car.
Hypothetically speaking,
And
I
did the homie know that you were doing that, or was he just like, I'm just giving this fool a ride right now at the bank? He's probably texting us saying, like, yeah, I'm taking this fool Mario to the bank real quick. I don't know what we're gonna do after.
One could assume.
But he doesn't even know that this motherfucker's in there dropping notes,
Yeah.
getting hundreds.
And here's the funny part. My dumbass, again, the same logic. Like, why did you not like just go far? You went in the same parking lot. When like, I gonna have all these tattoos.
Yeah.
I just rotted, no mask.
Oh, but where does the Cold Blooded Bandit come in? Like, how the fuck
You're
were
a
you
dick.
dressed up?
You're
or,
a dick.
Or what's going on?
Yeah, they said I was heavily layered.
No, but that's
They
what I'm
said-
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause they
you
looked
were
like- they
jacking
said I
it
was-
up or
yeah,
what?
because it was like it was a warm near summer.
And it was all hot.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, it's a way.
Yeah, look at Modesto's eye. Like,
They're
oh, I
like,
thought it was. Thought this guy was ruthless.
But-
no, I could have easily been the iron deficiency bandit as well.
Yeah. They're like, this motherfucker don't got no, all pale.
possibly anemic bandit.
Yeah, Oscar looked like one of the fools from Gorillas. One of the guys
all
from
my
Gorillas
credit,
robbed
all
the
my
bank.
credibility is like.
They're like, what did he look like? The guy, and they're like, you ever seen Gorillas? Did he look like one of them? If you guys look up the Cold Blooded Bandit on
You'll get
Google
it.
and shit, you see the picture. This motherfucker was one of the gorillas back then. All skinny.
Well, dang, fool, I was all young back then, fool.
My metabolism worked better.
And so number 2,
That's that.
and fucking we're on to number 3. What the fuck?
Now, okay, so now 2. Here's
So number 2 was chill.
Quick.
You got the money, boned out, got fucked up. That was all for the head.
yeah.
That was all for the mouse.
Like, hey, I'm gonna do one just for me.
I
You
made
know, I
ano- I made
fucking
ano-
deserve it.
I made another man richer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Another motherfucker, he's like,
Keep doing it, dog. Don't trip. I got you right here.
yeah. Because mind
go.
you, I was already doing so much other shit. That's why I had to jump to the bank. There was not a Home Depot, a Walmart, a Target that let me in.
oh, so because you already would be jacking.
Homie told me, he was like, Dick, you got
They're like, you can't be stealing drills from right here. Fool, they already know.
You got to pay this in cash. Like, I have boxes of Dickies.
They're
I got
like,
boxes
what
of
am-
razors. I got deodorant. I got,
What am I gonna do with all these fucking handsaws over here, Mario? I'm tired.
like, I could have supplied, like, an army of cholos.
The homie had a fucking
I had white beaters
store
and
at
high
his house.
socks and Dickies for days.
you gotta pay cash.
Now that I
now,
think
fool.
about it, I should have opened
You
a
open
swap
up
meet.
a little swap meet booth. You all don't even trip, dog. Sick fool, huh? Imagine dog, what happened to that fool? He opened up a swap meet booth, dog, with
And
all
that
the
led
shit.
the next success story.
He's like, yeah, that fool has all this shit. Another motherfucking story, yeah. Right here at the swap meet dealing. Fool, I used to sell at the swap meet.
Oh,
My
shit.
mom and dad.
Yeah.
We fucking moved over here from Ridgecrest.
My dad does every now and then.
We moved over my cousin across the street from them. There was a neighbors, and them and the neighbors across the street sold at the swamp meet, and
What?
they used to sell, but they used to sell like used stuff, and you know what I'm saying. I just always remember they had like the RC cars, you know, the little Jeeps and shit you drive in that you sit in, the
Oh,
little
yeah,
kids,
with
and
the
they're
battery?
like,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
they,
yeah.
they have. Well, they would have those, but like used and shit. They would sell shit like that. A whole bunch of stuff. I don't even know why I'm telling the story about them, but
What did your folks
my
say?
parents,
Yeah.
my mom would sell clothes, like girls' clothes, like fucking jeans and tops and blouses.
Well, that
and
shit always sells.
jewelry.
Yeah.
That shit was fool. We would get to the swap meet, and we'd be setting up, dog, and my mom would sell this shit to the ladies that would be vending at the swap meet.
They get first dibs.
She'll be like, hey, how much are these right here? And they'll be like, oh, 18. She's like, oh, I got fucking 10 of these. I'll give them to you for 15. They'll be like, okay, I'll buy the fucking, and fool, we just set up and we just be right there. I'm like, what are we doing? And he's like, selling jewelry. My dad, they'll be like, we're selling jewelry now because your mom sold all the pants and clothes already.
Yeah.
We're like, damn, but she would sell all that shit. But we would sell it to Swami, dog. That's what I'm saying. If you would have sold out to Swami, you would have killed it. One of the homies.
Well, next time we rob a bank, I'll sell the swap
I'm
after.
telling you, shit to the side. One of the homies, that fool would, because, when you're fucking, fools that are like ghetto or whatever, a motherfucker, that motherfucker steals. That's his job. Like a motherfucker's good at stealing. This fool steals everything. You could go to the liquor store with the homie and come back out and you'd be like, damn, where'd you get all those fucking shit? And they'd be like, oh, I got them right there. You'd be like, I didn't even see
Good
you.
shit too. Not just like
You're with me.
Not just a candy, a quick one. Like they got,
these motherfuckers steal.
They got the big bag of pork
one of the
rinds.
homies, what he was good at stealing and all the shit he would steal like pills and medicine from Walmart, dog. Like the shit that would cost feria that had the little pedo on it.
Yeah.
He had a little machine that would open up the little thing, and he would just get these shits. And he would sell all these medicines and shit to a lady at the swap meet and kill it. This lady would fucking give him top dollar for this shit. He'd be like, hey, take me to the swap meet and I'll give you $100. We'd be like, damn, okay. We'd take him to the swap meet and this would go with a fucking bag of a whole bunch of shit to this lady and she would buy all the shit and 800. Like nothing. I'm like, damn. Motherfuckers, it's like, I trip out, dog, like the underground life of fucking shit. Like, people don't even know this other side of the world. And that's just one. Like, there's a whole different side. There's people that do fishing, and they have a whole following in life and big-time fishing shit. There's people that are into...
Oh, a guy I went to high school with is all about that fishing shit.
Into,
He's
into
sponsored.
wrestling.
Yeah.
There's a whole scene of this. Like, everything in the world has this fucking scene and this whole fucking following of all this shit. And there's it's a trip.
Yeah, like, okay, you're saying just swap me. I remember, like, I'll go with my
But
dad in
swap
the
meet
morning.
Sales and all that shit.
little
We're talking
culture.
about that.
Yeah.
But
what I should have done, again, I could have just not robbed the bank.
or
but
you could have not robbed the
that
bank.
too,
Of course.
but yeah.
But since
Swap
we're on
meet,
the
swap
fucking
meet.
rob, so
I should've
that shit, everything went.
Yeah.
All that shit. Number 3.
I always said it. Heroin, hookers, and hotels.
Yeah, the 3
H's. Hotel.
catch the Momo, huh? Remember, like, we're gonna be at the Momo, dog. Back in the day, my cousin, I used to always hear fucking stories from that fool. He'd be with chicks and shit, and he'd be like, "So what's up? We're gonna be at the Momo or what?" I'm like, "Damn, what the fuck is that?" He was like, "The motel, fool." I'm like, "Damn, just tweaker shit." The Momo, kicking it at fucking parties.
What's the worst
party
one?
line?
What's the worst one you've been
The
to?
party line. You remember the party line?
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hey, what's up? This is
Say hello. Fucking hey everyone! You have reached the party line.
Hey, the girls were all
Say
into
hello. Do you remember that shit, Modesto? Used to be on there. Sick ass. Used to be
Hey,
on that motherfucker.
and the girls
Dude,
would get
no,
all-
my cousin.
This is sad girl from Puente.
Oh,
just
my
calling
cousin
in.
was. My cousin
Check
was
in,
that
homie,
girl.
right here on Avenue.
My cousin was that girl.
Avenue off the 10.
I would watch. I'd watch her leaving these fucking messages, and me and my cousin Johnny would be like, "What the fuck's going on?" She'd be like, "Hey, what's up? This is fucking England. Hey, you could come right here, just kicking it
Like,
back.
I know-
Well, all the baldies out there, what's up? Hit me
Yeah.
up. I'm on the party line, ready. We're right here, 562 area.
And you know
Boom.
they redid
And then
their
fucking
lipstick
fools.
too to say it.
And then say hello, fucking
Hey,
hello.
what's up, homie?
And then who's it? Where's all the hyenas at? And then
What's up? Who are you? You sound mean.
And then fucking, what's
Dick,
up,
for
girl? You
real?
like
Not even.
my cousin, he would be like, what's up? You like baldies? And then fucking hyenas, fucking,
What's up? What? What's your name?
Where you from?
And then food, they were link. And my cousin would be like, who's this? He's like, that's the hyena I was talking on the party line. Cause fool, when I was a little kid, dog,
With the burgundy outline?
that's where I was
the red,
a Mac.
The
fool,
red
I was a
lipstick and the
Mac.
burgundy and the...
I was a Mac back in the day because I listened to my cousin, all the bullshit he would say and all the shit that people would say on the party line, and I would just take that shit and be that. I would be like, talk like that, and these fucking chicks would be like, what the fuck? And I was a little kid, I didn't even know what the fuck I was saying. I remember one time I was told a story about some shit, and I was like, some girl was like, what are you doing? I'm like, just right here reminiscing. She was like, what? I didn't even know what the fuck reminiscing
You couldn't even
dick.
spell it.
But I heard my cousin say that shit, and it worked. And it fucking worked on this one, too. A little kid, fool. That's why I was a Mac, dog. Since back in the motherfucking day, dog. Mac. I remember I would be talking to girls from different towns, fool. And their parents would call my mom and dad, and they'd be like, hey, my daughter's talking to your son for like 4 hours on the phone, and our bill is high as hell. What, you guys need to... And my parents would be like, what the fuck? We don't tell them to call our fucking house. Get the fuck out of here, But, fool, since I was little, fool, I would be talking, fool. I remember this girl, Trona, a girl in Palmdale. The girl, she would cut my hair, her little niece. I was a little Mac, fool. Sick-ass kid. Know what I'm saying? Rich-ass motherfucking Mac. Anybody that wants to know. Fool, I was a little-ass kid, fool, and I would be fucking talking like the fools from the party line to these girls.
So
and
you're
they'd be like,
a party
cool.
line baby.
Party line baby.
Party line raised.
Say hello. Just right here, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Holding it down. What's up with you? Okay. Where you stay at Pomona? Okay, that's not too far. Know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then party.
You want to meet off Hope Boulevard?
But I remember fucking even my cousin would always have chicks, and they would be from the fucking party line, dog. That shit was like the Instagram now. Like, I wonder if fools hit up girls now, like, from Instagram. Because I remember back in the day, my cousin, we would go to Knott's Berry Farm and shit. And his fool would pick up on chicks. We would go to Magic, and this fool would pick up on chicks. This fool would be all macking on the girl in the line, and we'd be like, damn, what the fuck, you just met this chick right now? He's all macking on her in the line. I'd just be a little kid in the line and shit with him, and then he would meet some girl in the line, and he would just, they would be all scamming and shit, and I'll be a little-ass kid. Like that little kid in line when he's just looking... That's me.
You were staring.
I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? This is just mac this girl down right here. Like, he don't even know her.
Ooh, it's going down.
Crazy. And then I remember there was some girl, and he's like, he was talking. He's like, where are you from? And she's like, Paris. And my cousin too. He's like, damn.
Dude, she in Paris in the IE.
Yeah. He was like, damn.
Merino Valley, Paris.
He's like, oh hell yeah.
We have a lake.
We have nonstop. Oh my god. This was like, damn, Paris? And he's like, hey, he's like, hey, why don't you got an accent? I was dying, fool, for the little kid. I was thinking the same shit. I was like, why she just talk like us if she's from Paris? I thought she would be like, Paris.
Because I just moved their dick.
Dog.
I moved there
that
last
shit was
summer.
hilarious. I was like, damn, all the way from Paris? Fool. He's like, yeah. But it was Paris fucking Hammett. God damn. Dog, that shit had me dying.
57 exit Paris Lake.
Remember Guinness? The Guinness? When my homie would, well, we were in 8th grade, and you know how they do like evaluations and who would be with who? It's like some love shit that you would see, like, oh, who was my match from all the students and all this shit.
The fuck?
It was some weird shit, and you would answer some questionnaire.
They're matchmaking
I guess it's
kids?
some fucking rich crash shit. Like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, we had some weird
population
matchmaking
low?
shit. Yeah.
The population was low there.
So one of the questions on it was, and my homie, he's like, hey, dog. He's like, what do you think I am right here? They would ask you. They're like, are you, he's like, are you average? He's like, education-wise, are you average, smart, or genius? But that fool, he's like, hey.
If you gotta ask your friends.
He's like, hey, what do you think I am? He's like, average, smart, or Guinness?
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, what? And he's like, what do you think I am? Average, smart. He's like, Guinness? And I'm like, Guinness? Let me see that shit. I looked at it. I was like, dog, that's a genius. He's like, we were dying. I was like, put below average.
Yeah. Make another circle.
Dog, it was fucking hilarious, though. But that's one of those things.
The good thing you didn't say Iris.
Oh, and another one. Fucking about high risk. I told this fool, I was like, hey, you know how I'm like, you know that we were talking about this fool Sacer or Sachi or whatever. I don't know how you say his name, from Iraq. And I was like, dog, that fool, he's a fucking, like, his family's rich as fuck. He's a, I'm like, what is it? I'm like, Harris? Harris?
And I'm like, what?
And then he's all, what? Mario's all, what?
I thought it was like some religion or something.
I'm like a Harris?
What do you
and he's
mean?
like,
He's like, no,
I'm
he
like,
goes,
what? And then,
like Paris Hilton.
I'm like Paris Hilton, dog. And then he's all, Eris? I'm like, oh shit, yeah. And it's like, yeah, so
Lowbrow ass mother-
it's Eris, not fucking Hyris or fucking higher.
For the record.
Dog, that shit had me dying. I was fucking fool. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was Iris or Harris or some shit.
Is it tsunami?
It's Iris.
What the fuck is the T for? What's tsunami?
Okay, guys.
Oh, you're like, whoa.
This is where no, I'm just saying. But fool. What were we saying? We're right now. We're getting into number 3. No.
Yeah, and number 3 is trippy.
Okay.
Number 3 is really, really trippy. Like, and a lot of us probably could relate. Maybe you, Modesto.
Is that the one?
Have you ever had those moments where you're like, I know I shouldn't do something, and there's more than clear evidence, signs, indications, whatever you want to call it, that you should, and then you get in trouble for it.
You
and
asked
you're
for
like,
give me a sign right now. Some shit happened.
And
You're
you
like,
see-
no, another sign.
and you see it like a million miles away. Like you clearly said, the big red, no, don't.
yeah.
And you're like, no, I'm still going to do it.
Girl, no, it's coincidence.
The worst one,
Yeah.
okay? I have someone that has no idea what's going on, and we exit the freeway. The car runs out of gas.
No, you're like, oh, I got some bank robbing to do here, dog. What's up?
You had one job. You had one job.
I told you I was gonna pay you after this. You
God,
come girls.
I left my wallet back home, and I need to make a transaction on the inside.
But you're lucky it happened before and not fucking after.
That's
When
right.
you're leaving, no motherfucker. Brrr, boop, 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 boop.
So then we go, and as we push the car to like a safe spot exiting the freeway, there's a parking lot with a fence, and there's a guy who's parked far from everybody else, but happens to park right, and he's like, "Hey, you guys out of gas?" And I'm like, "Fuck, this is a genius right here." You know what I mean?
Who's this angel right here? It wasn't. Plot twist. So what happened?
He's
That
like-
guy.
He goes, "Hey, I could take one of you to get the gas, and then I have a tank. I'll put like $3 in." Back when it was $3 was like a good
Yeah,
a
you're
gallon
like, shit, I'll
change.
fucking get that gallon and a half with that.
Yeah. He's about, okay, man, you can walk around in my car. I'll catch you right there. He walks up to me. He's like, hey, and he dead square, and this is no laughing matter, nothing like that. Looks me dead in the eye, and goes, whatever you were planning on doing, let's not do it today. It's not that serious.
Oh, who the
stranger,
random dude?
the stranger,
He says that
the stranger looks me dead in the
on
eye.
your way. Run out of gas.
He and again,
100 things are going through your head.
there's a restaurant where all the other people are eating. He's parked fucking far, full,
Yeah, what's this fool doing way over here though?
just to where we could push the car to like, and he walks
He's
around
like,
the
By
fence.
the way,
Whatever you were gonna do today, I don't know if he said let's not or how about don't do it, just don't do it. Meets around, homie comes back,
and leaves.
brings the homie back with gas, start the car. I'm like, let's go, because I gotta rob this bank.
Yeah, I gotta do it now. This angel just came out of nowhere and told me not to, but I'm gonna do it.
That solidified my
Damn.
go. The only bank that I felt confident in was inside a fucking grocery store. Do the same thing, in and out quick.
Oh, you did one of the ones inside the fucking store?
And it was their cameras.
Dick, one thing is stealing from a store because you're like, oh shit, walk in there, tripping, they're looking at me. You fucking robbed the bank inside the motherfucker.
You know someone that we know was there? They recently told me they were laughing.
And they were shopping? Shut up.
Just like in the first, I'm sorry, Mom. Just like in the first one, she was in the parking lot
No.
and was late to work.
Yeah?
Didn't say a thing. My mom's a G.
Sick?
Kept it
No. She's like,
Go find him. That's your job. My mom's a
That's
rider. Hey, my
fucking
mom's
nuts.
a rider.
Hey,
dog.
hell yeah.
My mom's a rider. For anyone who's met my mom, she's like,
Sick
your
as
mom's
fuck.
fucking cool, fool.
Coinkadink.
But anyways, and that's the one that on the second bank robbery, it started getting on the news, and all the like certain homies are like, "Hey, get out of Dodge, just message," because you got to watch your text messaging too, you know.
Yeah.
And
But this was you, or you fucking were linking with fools to do this shit?
this was me, and there were people who had no idea of involvement. Yeah.
Yeah, fools would just be like, oh, I'm just taking this fool Mario to the bank real quick.
Yeah. Hypothetically.
This fool asked me out of nowhere, dick. Fuck it, I'll give him a ride, dick.
And
Doesn't even know that he's fucking.
so this is around the time that the bank, like the news, went from like a silhouette, and they didn't make my head silhouette all big either. It was a
Oh,
normal
so
one.
you
They
so
fucked
you were
up.
already on getting looked for.
But here it was, Los Angeles area.
Hey, well, trip out. You already did too, and they didn't bust you.
Because it was the silhouette fool, and this is the description: Hispanic male, early 20s, about 5'8" to like 5'11", 180 pounds. I was half of Norwalk and Whittier.
Everybody in fucking L.A.
Everyone in the Southeast got arrested that night for suspicion of activity.
You fit the description.
After the third one, wanted Mario Llanes. With one of my old file photos from my little battery bullshit and sales and all that.
It's about time, you know what I'm saying? And so what happened? So you didn't get fucking where you were inside the bank or nothing. You didn't even get busted.
No, I got away with
what happened?
I got away with so what led to it was I'm now like burnt every bridge possible of connection of
homies and everything. Where the crash at?
I'm living with one of my oldest aunts who my dad being one of like 14. Yeah, there's a lot.
It was the aunt from that nobody talks to and everything.
The one that raised the
herself.
one that raised the rest of them. That's how old she was.
Oh, she's the one like, come here, mijo. You can stay with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
really
care of
obvious.
You. Did you eat?
Really obvious of my life choices, but she's blind to it. Bomb. And my cousin lives with her.
Yeah.
She laced up like these like she was creative. She'd do like mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put like purple cabbage leaves around it, and then shred like little like green or carrot just to like add color on it, like
just to make it look bomb.
But mashed potatoes.
It's a little extra touch.
It's the little extra touch that counts.
Touch, yeah. Love.
That ain't no recipe. That's love.
Secret ingredient. But anyways, I'm like fuck right. So I'm still all fucked up in my like twisted fucking.
So you're staying with this aunt.
One day I call one of the homies.
This is after 3?
This is after 3. And at this
so you're kicking it. So you're kicking it after 3. You're just feet kicked up.
Every time we go to McDonald's or something though, and I see a cop,
everything,
I'm like,
whatever you want. Every time we go to McDonald's, anything you want, player, double cheese.
When I was in county, I met this Micah Coleman. He was a semi-pro skater, skated for Adidas and Diamond.
Yeah.
And this fool was about that. He had all his pictures, private jets and shit. His first date, he had it. He took his chick in a stretch limo, or the girl he met, who would soon be his lady, ordered one of everything off the McDonald's menu and had the picture of it. That shit was like that long, full. The menu.
Let me get Noah's Ark. Two of everything.
And you see it. There's like a small fry, a medium fry, a large fry. Fucking, he got one of everything.
Yeah.
And that was that was him. How cool! That was him stunning on his first date.
Yeah,
I'm gonna win this picture.
Bitch, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's. We're gonna get everything on the menu.
What a mind fuck though, right? Pick her up in a stretch limo and then pull up into a McDonald's. She's like, "Where is this night going?"
So wait a minute, what are we doing?
This EBT's unlimited, girl. Don't trip.
You see that? That means whatever you want.
That fool was cool though. Like, he was from New
York. You met him when you were busted?
Before I went to prison, you go to county, you know, and then when I was in the county.
Okay, go. Well, we want to get into. So 3, you got away with it.
So at this point now, I'm just like, any day I'm getting caught. I'm thinking no one has any idea. I'm really taking control of like the TV and making sure we watch TNT and not no local news. So no one, you know what I mean?
You're like, what to do? Martin's on.
Yes. I love Lifetime. Theo, let's watch it. What? No.
Y'all give me the more control, yeah?
Yeah. I take out with one of the homies, and I told my aunt I'm going to go to work, get some side cash. I come back, and I went and got all fucking, got my issue in. And
don't wake me up when I'm like that.
And she's blowing me up this time. She's like, hey, you coming home? And which is really out of character.
Hey!
Like, when have you, I told you, like, I'm coming at 5, and it's 3:30, and you're really like.
I've watched First 48. Who are you talking to?
If you guys got any leads, just go ahead and give us a call back here. If he comes back in this place,
after the
go
commercial
ahead and give us a call.
After the commercials, we'll come back.
That was him.
So we go, and I walk. I'm like, yeah. So I finally go, and I go back to her pad. Have the homies park a little like around the corner. I smoke a cigarette, and I walk up, and there's like a lot of cars, and I'm like, damn, like this. A bunch of old people live here. Like I've been here like a month, and I haven't seen like a lot of activity. And I'm like,
why is there so many cars?
And my dumbass, I'm like, someone's having a quinceañera watch.
They're probably going to give me a surprise party.
Tonight, I'm going to hear the banda playing, and the homies going to keep me up all night. Like, that's the first thing. That's not really white, but it's true. The banda, the quinceañera. No, and then so I walk in, and like my aunt has this thing where like you walk in the door, and it's like a corridor, and then it opens wide to like the living room. So there's like blind spots.
Big ass crib.
Fairly one of those old school, bigger backyard.
Old school Philadelphia big houses, fucking, where the top is like that.
Nah,
the Whittier big houses.
Yeah. Okay.
The woody.
Yeah.
Glass.
But we're in Norwalk. We're in Norwalk now, right by the Keystone Lanes, by the.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
Good. What about that one? Keystone Lanes.
Yeah. But
Perio.
I see all
The
my
vans.
I see all my uncles and everyone right there, and I'm like, intervention. They're not aware.
Oh, you thought it was going to be an intervention? They're like,
Well, I'm thinking
I've
they
seen on
found
TV.
something in my bags or something, and I'm getting ready to put on the fake waterworks. I'm like, no, I need to change. I just need help. I've never hugged enough. Or hugged too much.
Let me put on the waterworks.
Yeah, like think of the dead dog. 3, 2, 1. And
Keep blinking.
my uncle has these printouts from the LA Times website, but he printed it. I guess he was at work, and someone made like a joke or something, like, "Oh, he has the same," because my last name Llanes.
And they're like, hey,
And him's like, "Oh, looks
who's
like
that? Your fucking son?" And he's like, wait a minute. It's my fucking nephew. That's fucking Mario.
Yeah, and
Long story short.
no, and my family had a good lawyer that
Yeah.
was able to represent and had like,
So they already knew. Your family knew. They seen it and they were like, hey, that's him.
Now here's where it gets like, I don't know if there was like legit.
But okay. So what's all the people?
Oh,
in the
it's
fucking
my
house?
it's my aunts.
Oh,
and
it's all
uncles.
your uncles and aunts.
Yeah.
They're there to talk to you about that.
And they're like, what's going to go down? And this is kind of like,
Mijo, you have to turn yourself in.
I'm gonna probably like
It's not right.
there's probably be like a cross reference check, because some of my cousins might see it and be like, this episode, and be like, wait, Dad, you say that? But it was more or less like, you're turning yourself in, and you're gonna get any help that we could provide
Yeah.
with our resources,
Yeah.
or get the fuck out. And I was like, damn, like,
I'm cutting you off like Miklo's leg if you don't take our help right now. One of those.
just
And we just say,
rusty scissors.
I don't take no free tickets on no one's train.
Hey man, I was defeated.
Yeah.
That shit was, like I said, by that time, and I knew they were looking. As I mentioned, anytime you leave the house and you see a cop, your heart's racing.
Yeah.
It's that guilty conscience shit, It's just I was barely eating. I'm trying to support this draining disease of a habit.
Yeah.
And like I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever's gonna come is gonna come. Let's do it. I did that chapter. Let's do it. If I get killed in prison, if whatever, like let's just do this now.
And what happened?
So they looked shocked, because everyone in my family I could get stubborn and just like dickhead, like like if it ain't my way, it's fuck the world.
Yeah.
I have that, like, it sounds horrible, but there's that little bitchiness, like, yeah. So they're expecting regular Mario to be Mario, and like, no, fuck that, and I'm like, let's go, and they're like, what? I'm like, let's go. Let's just go.
And where'd you go?
Well, first, and let's get to detail, because we want to hear all the juice.
Yes.
I've done my little counting time and shit here and there, and
No. So from there,
okay,
you went to fucking turn yourself in, or what? The
I go
fuck?
to Whittier PD station, and my uncle's in a state of like, just somber. He's just
By yourself,
No,
or
my-
with the
with-
fucking
with my-
your aunt and uncle right there?
Like, look, he did something wrong. We want to make sure that he gets
Well,
all
my
the
uncle who went,
rehabilitation.
yeah, he took me, and he kind of stepped up as like the oldest uncle, acting like that patriarch position. Like, I'm gonna take him, so I went, and I was compliant. And he's like really sad, because my uncle see me as a baby,
you're a little kid,
and he's like, "What
we didn't
happened?"
raise you like this.
He's like, "What happens?" Like,
Good family,
good family.
fucking.
There-
I'm saying,
there was-
cool ass people.
There were
support
there were
brother and
speed bumps,
sister.
but they always tried,
Everybody's not perfect.
Yeah, exactly. So like, and he's just like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Ever good to see you? Could we visit?" Like this and
But
that.
nothing like where you're fucking were abandoned, were a little kid, you were in foster homes your whole fucking life. Nothing like that, right?
No, like I said, we had our speed bumps. Mom and dad
No,
split.
but I'm saying you were with your fucking parents.
Yeah.
You weren't one of those kids like
No.
you got lost in the system. And
No.
I knew a motherfucker
Everything
that was
countered
bad since we were little, and that motherfucker's in jail right now.
I had the complete opposite.
He went
even
into, my homie went to jail, fool, when we were in third grade.
yeah.
For the first time. Third grade.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, damn, what happened to him? And he was like, oh, he went to jail. Another story. Keep
But
going.
no,
keep
like,
going.
even
No, but you weren't
to-
like that.
to
You
the-
were
to the
a good kid. It just got shit happened after.
Dude, to the complete extreme. Like I said, when my folks were together, they were even foster parents.
Yeah.
Showing us how to take kids who need help and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
In 8th grade, I was part of a program. We were mediators in the school. If you didn't want to talk to the student counselor, you come
talked to us, and you were the big guy, and you were like, hey, we understand.
Yeah. Little 8th grader, she broke my heart. Well, get ready, sucker, because she ain't going to
You
stop.
were like, look, motherfucker, this
It don't
ain't
stop
it.
here.
This ain't the first motherfucking time. You got a little taste of it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
she's holding his trapper
Yeah,
keeper?
but like, right.
I I bought her the pink one. I showed the purple one. Who gave it to her? Nah, so like, yeah, dude, I had, and that's why you could see the confusion and shit. And it's funny as fuck. So we get there to Whittier Station. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, let's just do this.
To go turn yourself in.
Yeah, because they were like, this is it. Like, if you don't, like, you're cut. Like,
damn, but you know what's so crazy, dog? You got away with stealing 3.
Yeah,
banks.
if I continue
No,
to.
I'm saying, if it wasn't for your aunt and uncle, you might still be on a fucking run right now.
If I had plugs and plotted and navigated,
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
or they might have been number 4,
5, 6,
7, 8.
I could have went Dillinger on this motherfucker.
Dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this ain't no new thing to me.
No, man, I either, like, with me now, like, not
And you know what?
drinking
You
and
don't
shit,
hear
I either straightened out or I really fucked up on a good career. Who knows?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, trip out though, dog. Like, if you wouldn't have got busted, oh no, but they already knew your name and shit, so you would have eventually got busted.
Yeah, and if
So all right, cool, you're good then.
who knows how long though, till.
Yeah.
But they knew my name. But yeah, and that's where the cold-blooded
So
thing
you
is.
turn yourself
and they were
in.
on me because after your 3rd bank robbery, that's when you're deemed serial and the FBI gets involved as well.
No.
And I had the bomb threat. Yeah, I'm.
Oh, so you're fucking
I'm
I'm
a domestic terrorist. now.
domestic terrorist.
Yeah, I'm a domestic terrorist with the strike. That shit,
registered. Osama bin Laden.
hometown hero.
Motherfucking Lee Harvey Oswald. Who else? No, not Harvey Oswald. The vato that did the fucking Oklahoma bombing. You're in that chapter with those fools.
Oh, who?
Timothy McVeigh. This motherfucker's in the same list as these fools. And he just, know what I'm saying? We are right here interviewing a man. For real.
Like, oh shit.
Hey, yo, wait a minute. I never
Wait.
thought about that. But for real.
But
You're in that fucking list of domestic terrorists. That's
hey,
fools that
it's so
have
bad.
caused trouble in the U.S. behind.
Yes, it's so bad they take it to the severity to once. My parole officer would visit me, and then he took a vacation. He's like, "Hey, next week you're gonna have that starts my vacation. It's gonna be like a month or 2. Don't trip though. Like they just,
Okay, so you went to turn yourself in.
Oh,
what was that? What do you tell them? Hey,
I'll get to. Let me just finish this one.
I'm the motherfucker you guys been looking for.
Well, look, let me just.
That's me in the newspaper.
Before that, but the domestic terror thing. On paper, when the replacement checked in, they opened my file and said, "No, we got to hit it." They hogtied me and raided me with 15 Whittier PD SWATs.
No.
Like, full-on SWATs, right there living in Santa Fe Springs. Because on paper, it's this, that, bomb threat, that.
Yeah.
They tore up the house looking for wires and like...
That's before or right there?
This is like last 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
After you went, when you got out of jail.
I'm just saying now, my jacket, they're like... And then it's
yeah,
like,
they
"Hi."
see that and they're like, oh, we're getting the SWAT.
So...
it says this on the shit. Go ahead and bring the SWAT team in, bring the helicopter.
Yeah, that shit sucked, dude. And they had like my roommate's dog had him in the corner with the
No,
AR.
the
The
dog,
dog's pissing and shit. Like, yeah. Now that I think about it, I always wonder why that dog pissed in the house after.
Hey, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, guys. I broke your dog.
Okay, guys.
You knew I had a strike.
Hey, no, that's nuts.
Yeah, they came in just full on guns blazing because they think
you're that motherfucker.
Yeah. So I walk into back now.
Okay, we're back to fucking to turn yourself in.
And I go, and as I walk out, I see, like, I'm not trying to make light of it, but it's just so you could paint the picture. This mom's holding her daughter, probably brother, someone just got busted and stuff. It's tragic, but I'm just like, oh, your life sucks too, huh? Well, I guess mine's not going to be any better tonight. And I see the lady, like, all far, like, on her computers, because there's, like, the bulletproof glass
And
now.
were you getting high, though?
That day I did.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you were using... at that moment.
Yeah, well, hours
you were
before.
getting high.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna face a come down.
No, because
within
that's what I'm
minutes.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're getting loaded still at that moment, or you had stopped or whatever, no, you were still getting high. So fuck, that's a whole nother motherfucker we're gonna get into right now.
Yeah. So I go and I'm like, hi, and like, you know, she's all the way like she has to like wheel over at one point, but she's like, yeah, how can I help you? And she's like, you know, typical DMV.
What do you
her
want
office.
here?
Yeah,
Fucking.
yeah. The Patty and Selma next.
And what'd you say? Hey,
I'm like, you guys, I'm here to turn myself in. Like, what did you do? And I'm like, I think you guys are looking for me. The Cold Blooded Bandit. She's like, she wheels over, does like one of the.
Right? Oh, across the whole thing.
And then she's looking, she's like, oh. Okay. Can you wait right there? Like, and I'm like, lady.
The
like,
little fucking
getting-
little thing comes up on the fucking thing.
Yeah. Like on Snatch. Like,
Bailiff.
I'm just like, lady, like I just turned myself in. I look defeated. Like you
Yeah,
can tell
like, you
life has
think I'm
took a
gonna do
shit
some
on
shit?
me. You think I'm really gonna? Yeah, like I'm gonna shoot up through a
No,
bulletproof-
so she. But dang, dick, somebody comes in. You're pressing the motherfucking button.
And I'm like, first off, too, you just press it once. I'm pretty sure at the police station, you guys
Yeah,
got
they
this
heard
down.
it the first time.
Yeah.
You've been hitting that motherfucker 3-4 times.
I'm
Lady,
like,
I'm
Is
good.
there a salesman behind the
Not
counter? Like,
resisting.
and so then 2 cops come out and they're like, hey, Mr. Mr. Llanes. Like, again, I'm like there, and I'm just, picture if you will, too. I'm like, maybe like 60 pounds lighter. I'm just like,
No, 100 pounds lighter. Fucking no.
so it's funny, but I get it, protocol and procedures. And then, for whatever reason, they take my uncle to the back and they talk to him for a little bit. And I'm right there, too. One's still watching me like,
He's like, hey, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You're like, hey, I came voluntarily, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do no crazy
Yeah.
shit.
and then they come and they cut and like, all right, you want to say bye? And I'm just like, all right, I'll see you, man, if I see you, you know?
You're all right later. You guys never talk to me, but all of a sudden you want to talk to me right now. Bye. I bet you it was one of those uncles, huh? Where you're like, I don't even talk to these motherfuckers, and they want to get in my vibe and all involved in my life right now, talking about they're trying to help me.
I gotta be an adult.
Why don't you try to help me before I started robbing these motherfucking banks and doing this shit?
I gotta be an adult about it. Yes, but I get it why people would keep their distance. You have enough shit on your plate to take something else to spill over. Like love.
But
don't
as
go
soon
so
as some
far.
shit happens, they want that shit on their plate. They're like, shoot some of that. I'm gonna take them to the hospital. Well, shit, shit that happens. I gave them right in the hospital, dog. You're like, hey, motherfucker, we haven't seen you in fucking 3 years.
Yeah, and I could point out all day the what could you have done and stuff.
Yeah.
It made me who I am.
So what? They take you from there. They take you straight
And
to
you go
the
to the
fucking
back.
county or what?
No, they go to the back. I'm at the Whittier station, and then I'm cuffed to a table, and they're like, "All right, the detectives are going to come in right now." And then this Chino cop, it is a funny story because I ran into him again. He's like, "Do you read the Bible?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, man, you're going to be gone. Stick to this book." And he's being sincere.
Not knowing that fucking. Well, I know fucking Mario. This is one of my best friends, fucking since back in the day, and I knew the shit with Mario what happened before he
Escalated.
shit all happened and everything. But growing up, Mario he grew up fucking Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Knowing everything about the motherfucking Bible and all that shit. He tells us shit about we want to know. Whenever I want to know some shit about the Bible or some shit, I'm like, hey, dog, what happened with this fool fucking Noah and all this shit and the motherfucking Israelite? This fool Mario's the one that I call and ask that shit because he knows all that stuff. And for that guy, he's like, you read the Bible, not knowing that. I grew up my whole life with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But
we'll get there. But he's like, so the detectives are gonna come in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. And the door opens up, fool. And I thought I was gonna get robbed. These detectives they got, dog.
Yeah.
One looked like a straight Peckerwood. Good old boy. About like 6'3",
Bald.
Walmart type boots, but just Wrangler jeans, wife beater, big old braided brocha. Fucking just, I was like, oh shit, like what the? And this other fool came in a little like a haircut, a little comb over, calaveras with Day of the Dead and shit. And I'm like, what the? And they're like, yeah, we're the whole detective. We've been looking for you, man. Like not like you're hard to find, but like, yeah, we're the ones holding the case. And I'm still.
They were like,
I'm like, I've done coke with you somewhere. Like you just look like we've been like
seen you. Somewhere,
yeah, like I bought weed off you or something. Like I know it. They just look. They didn't
like
look
that.
They don't look like they were playing the part. They look
the part.
They got,
You're like,
they got that rugged, that little extra element. Like they had to have found God.
They've been in the shit.
Yes. So
they're brothers.
Yeah.
Brother fucking David.
Father John and Brother David.
Yeah, brother John and Brother David are gonna come in.
So, yeah, then processing goes through and shit, and then at one point they manage. If you've ever been to the substation, to the county, and then they take you, and then the processing starts, and
then that's where the story starts. I'm sure you're in either processing or from getting took from who's going to the county.
Yeah, and
you know you were in the tank and motherfuckers are like, who's going to the county? What's up?
Yeah,
because fools want to know who's going to the county so they could give you some shit to take into the motherfucker.
Well, not yet.
No, that's before. But you're in processing, you get to the motherfucking jail. And I'm sure questions start. Fools want to know what the fuck you're in.
Yeah,
here for.
and I'm starting.
Why you right here, dog?
I'm starting to come down to like now, like the adrenaline's
it's bad though.
Yeah, mind you, I'm giving off like a serious like.
And okay, so when you go in there and you're withdrawing and you're coming down off of that, that's like a sickness. Do they care, or do they just throw you in with everybody?
Now I heard
because I know that fools are like foaming out the mouth, going crazy, doing crazy shit. Like, do they just throw you in, or they throw you in?
If you tell them that, I believe, because I never went, but if you could die from alcohol withdrawals,
you could die from alcohol withdrawals and opiate withdrawals. Just alcohol.
Just alcohol.
Damn. So just motherfuckers that want to drink that fucking poison.
You will feel like you're dying. Your hair hurts,
but you won't die. But alcohol, you'll die.
Yes. And there's no doubt.
Because it's like a food, a nutrient.
Like I was in like a detox center once, and like pill call, like they gave us phenobarbital, and it's just anti-seizure meds, non-narcotic to help you just.
So you don't fall into the fucking.
The people.
So you don't flop out.
The people who are cleaning up off alcohol, they get shots of vodka.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like,
that's like methadone, no?
I was like, oh, I'm alcoholic too.
That's like the alcoholics, the heroin addicts methadone. You got the alcohol that gives you vodka.
The dependency, yeah, but. Opiates, like I said, it's then the county remedies, like tons of chocolate, tons of sweets, like that's pretty much all you could get. Like you're not getting that thing.
So when you're getting withdrawals, they give you candy.
They take care of you, yeah. Like the inmate culture, like they take care. Like no, they understand.
Oh, the homies,
yes,
or the homies, or the actual doctors at the jail.
They don't do shit.
Like, do you? No, because that's what I want to know.
Okay.
Like, if you go into the jail and you're withdrawing.
You don't get no love.
Because
now
there's
times have
supposed to
changed.
get all crazy, the shakes.
Look,
and you see
now
that shit,
times has changed.
Basketball Diaries, that type of shit.
True.
When homeboy was throwing up.
That's the best depiction in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. So you're that motherfucker in the county. Do the doctors take care of you, or do the homies take care of you? They're like, hey dog, don't trip.
No, they don't take care.
Don't trip.
Okay, well now I heard there's Suboxone programs, but that's now. Mind you, I've been out like 3-4 years.
So
I didn't see the county.
So when you went in, it was on your own.
Yes,
but. Okay. Oh, okay.
You just water. And here's one thing: anyone who's done
water.
Everyone who's done time and who's spent there enough to see the doctor of any ailment, whether it's from a twisted ankle, I've seen broken bones. You have to have your arm falling off to get any type of like painkiller too.
Oh, so.
But anything from a headache, you're throwing up blood. Filipino medical staff, and their answer, drink a lot of water. Oh, drink a lot of water. I'm not trying to be a dick. I guarantee you, everyone watching this right now who's done time,
drink water.
Drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. Order on indigent list. Get ibuprofen.
Why? It's a lot of Filipinos in the jail. They're
drawn to the medical field there. I guess they just, I don't know. Rare to none do you see any other race than Filipinos.
Hey, dog, even when I had my baby, fool, it was the Filipino ladies, and they're the nicest.
Hey, they're good at it.
And they're fucking,
but they can't
take care of you, and they'll be telling you crazy stories. When we had my baby, like we had my daughter, and then one of the nurses that was taking care of us, she was like, oh, she's like, I just was at the Philippines, and I ended up having to stay there for like 4 more months. She said because there was a flood. And in the Philippines when I was there, and I said, yeah. So she said, there was a flood, and there people know that there's floods all the time. They're like, oh, shit's gonna flood. So they have their houses, they build up, so you could climb all the way to the top of the house, and you're good, and everything else is just covered in water. She's all, but there's sometimes when it's like 2, 4, 5, 3 days that you're out there.
And the tide hasn't receded. Yeah.
She said they were out there and. Like one of their fucking relatives died, and they fucking had to be right there floating in the water with the dead relative in the fucking just floating right there for 3 days until they got help. The water went down and they got help to be able to help them. So think, Dick, like you die, you have a heart attack in that fucking flood. You're right there, your fucking cousins, your family, whatever, they're chilling right there. And then 3 days later, 4 days later, when the water comes out, not funny.
No, my asshole head goes to like, did they tie him with a rope to like not float off?
So he doesn't float
And then-
away?
and
I
then
know,
we're-
I'm like...
And then were
I
there
thought the
people
same
on?
shit.
Were
I was
there
like, do
people
they
on fish?
hold on to that fool? What the fuck?
And then, do you have cousins on
So,
fish patrol?
so she's
the
like,
fish
no,
don't
so
eat
he
dead taco?
died, you know? And I'm like, damn,
I'm a
crazy
dick.
shit that you have to worry about in different countries. Hey, dog, in different countries, shit goes down that we don't even know about.
Dick in Texas, people live in Tornado Valley.
To us, it's just like, it's like whatever. And fucking Philippines, dog, if you're going and you have a sick ass watch and you're chilling in a fucking taxi car and your fucking window, your hand is out the window, a thief, he'll come up and he'll just chop your whole arm off. Let me get this watch. He'll chop your whole arm off to get your watch, dog. That's how you're kicking it at the fucking taxi with your hand out the window. Your watch is right there. You might have a sick ass watch, a fucking $200 watch, whatever. They don't care. They see it, they want it. They're like, all right, cool. They go up to you, they'll chop your whole arm off and run off, and you be like, oh, just to take your watch.
What? And do they get all like?
In the Philippines,
do they get
dog,
all,
this
like,
shit's crazy.
Do they say like a cheesy Arnold line, like watch it and run off?
Watch out now. Later, they keep going. You're like, hey, you're my arm.
Remember Arnold shit? Stick around.
I'll be like, hey, I'll be like, take this motherfucking watch. Keep my arm.
Could I have my hand back?
But that's what's crazy. Like my homie, I have a homie that his wife is from the Philippines, and he goes to the Philippines. I don't know if it's once a year or once every whatever.
Have you seen?
But
a
they
map?
go, and he's like, where they live, it's like huts and villages. He's like, if you get McDonald's, he's like, you don't just get McDonald's again for yourself. He's you got to get like fucking 30 cheeseburgers, 30 fucking whatever. He's because everyone's eating in that fucking hut. And you can't just be like, oh, we're eating McDonald's. You got to take care of everybody, dog. He's that's one thing about the Philippines and shit, how everyone is. And my homie, he's like some normal guy, but he married a wife that's from the Philippines. And her family is from out there, like deep in the fucking like where it's huts and shit. And he's like, it's like everyone's united, dog. If you cook some shit, if they're cooking a pig, everyone in the village is cooking that pig. If you get McDonald's, everyone in that village is eating McDonald's. Like you're getting McDonald's for everybody. But it's like, dog, compared to money from here to over there, it's like McDonald's ain't nothing, dog. I could hook these fools up. That's why I'm like, I ain't trying to go to none of those places. I ain't trying to go to the Philippines. I ain't trying to go to Juarez.
So you have a not.
I ain't trying to go to fucking Mexico. No, and I know. And I'm always stripped out on going to like Mexico and shit, because it's like when you hear about your homies that from here and they're like, oh yeah, we went to Mexico and we were with my family and we went to the ranchos and we did all this shit, and then you always see it and they're like, yeah, but our cousin, like someone in their family works for the military or some shit and they have armed guards. And you're like, cool. But somebody that doesn't, it's like, you can't just go out there and do that same thing. They go out there and do whatever they want because they have the armed guards and shit. Somebody like us, they go out there, try to do some shit.
Killed.
You're flossing, fool, you're getting kidnapped.
I'll get killed.
You're getting kidnapped. Get this motherfucker
gonna
out
hear me
here.
trying to
He's
speak
fucking,
Spanish and
oh,
just
you have money?
fucking
Come
gut
out
me.
here, fool. Your fucking family better give us some bread for you. It's shit like that. That's why I don't even want to go over there.
And then they're gonna kidnap me and then make that
Fool,
call and they're fucked.
okay, my cousin.
My family's like, fuck them.
Because my family is all from Juarez, El Paso, fucking Chuco town. So my cousin, he took my aunt home to fucking El Paso, to Juarez, Chihuahua. That's like where the cartel, the Zetas, they fucking do crazy shit. The fools would be chopping fools' heads off. Well, my cousin, he was taking my aunt to back home. Like she came to visit, and then he was like, "Oh, we're gonna take you back home." He's like, "Dog, we were at the light." He's like, "There's a bridge that goes over, and then there's a street down here, and eventually you meet up, and you're going to the street." He said they were at the light waiting. He saw, and on the top of the bridge there was a Suburban that came up on the side of the road. And it pulled out a guy from the Suburban. He's like, it was 3:00 in the afternoon. He's like, we looked up. He's like, they pulled the guy out. They shot him. Bah! Like right there, dog. He's like, we were watching that shit. And then they fucking threw some shit on his neck and they just threw him over the fucking bridge, fool. And he was hanging. Then they got another guy, and they did the same shit. They threw him over, and they threw gas on him and threw him on fire. And he's like, fool, it was 3 PM. I'm right there with my aunt. He's like, I look up, and it's like, what the fuck? This shit's happening. They do this. They put a sign on the dude, and it says whatever, whatever cartel shit. He's like, fool, we're going down. He's like, when we meet up at the bottom of the bridge, he's like, this guy ends up right in front of me. He's like, he's right in front of me, and he's looking. He's like, I'm looking at him, and he's looking at the rear view, and he's looking like right at him. He's like, this fool's looking like right at me. And he's like, I just seen this guy pull out some dude from his Suburban and do this shit to him. 2 guys. He's like, this fool was right in front of me. He's like, dog, I just made a right, went straight down. He's like, I took my aunt home, and he's like, I never went back to fucking Juarez again. Cause dog, it's fucking crazy out there. The fucking cartel people and all that shit. I don't know how we got into the cartel talk or fucking Juarez and shit like that, but
tangent much?
Shit was crazy. My cousin was talking about that shit in Mexico. Like,
yeah.
The life is different out there, fool.
Oh,
like,
you were talking about the Philippines and how
yeah,
everyone
the
else
Philippines
is
where everyone gets hooked up.
And that's
I don't know how the fuck we went to fucking Juarez.
The Philippines started because all the nurses are Filipino.
Oh yeah, and then the nurses
in the county, and then and
then in the county.
Oh,
okay.
Back
so
to that.
back to
you know how bad
you.
You know how bad it is. I seen a kid die because he came in kicking off.
County.
He came off kicking off heroin, and he kept going man down because he couldn't take it. He couldn't. Sometimes the wheel's not there.
What's that, man down?
Like you just stay there and
can't do nada.
Everyone's like man down, and they'll rush in the EMS and like the stretcher and shit. They kept sending him back. He's bad. He's shaking. This youngster, kid I think it was like some traffic shit too, dog. And he's walking, and he's about to go man down again. So he's going to like the little glass podium and stuff, and he's touching all the different races, bunks, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, what's he doing?" Because now he's
what's
like,
up with this motherfucker right here?
He goes to reach for one, falls, hits his head, died.
Shut. Like he just got hit in the right space in the right time.
Because there's metal bunk beds, and he died.
Damn. And what happened?
Just take them, and no, they're dead.
It just from kicking.
Well, because he...
Okay, so you're in this state, like you quit. I don't know if you quit, but okay, you turn yourself in. What happens to you? You're kicking or you don't kick?
No, I kicked like a mule.
And how was your kicking?
It was horrible.
In jail,
fool.
like
it's horrible.
Okay, when
like you want to hear, like in debt, like everything.
Okay,
yeah,
dog, that's what we want to hear. Fool.
Okay,
we're right here.
I mean, I had like
we're right here to hear the story about what the fuck goes on to a motherfucker that's kicking or doing all this shit. When you go into jail, dog, and you're like that, what is it?
Okay,
what's this process? What's the process?
Imagine,
break it down.
Imagine this then. It's the total extremity to where there is multi-million-dollar corporations and institutions designed to make that detox comfortable.
Yeah.
There's tons of placebo drugs and like...
in jail?
No, I'm saying out, like... What's
and
that?
The outs.
What's like hi, I used to be an addict, but now I'm not. You know what I mean? The Malibu, whatever and stuff. So now you go to jail, and it's the complete opposite of it's like heaven to hell. All you have is fucking water, bro. And if you could afford canteen ice, cinnamon buns to eat the frosting or a little chocolate, the Tootsie Rolls.
What's canteen, dog? Let the people know. Motherfuckers don't know your jail talk, fool. They want to know what the fuck is canteen.
Canteen's where you get your non-state lunch
That's
tray.
food.
You get your sopas, your beans, your
So
coffee.
canteen is other than what they give you for lunch.
Yeah, because then you get your hot dinner, but you get
Arizona's.
No, you get Arizona's. You get water.
Sodas?
Water and coffee.
Can you get soda?
There's actually in the county jail now, you could buy like a $25
sunflower
prepaid
seeds?
debit card.
Sunflower seeds?
It sells sodas. Hold on, one at a time. And maybe sunflower seeds. Because some of the dorms have vending machines. And you put your card in and then and it keeps the balance on your card.
So the card is when you tell your aunt, your uncles, your brothers, hey, throw some money on my books.
No, they put it on your... And then you have a list and you fill it out. And then a day later, you get like your bag with what you got.
No, what we were tripping out is on those lists. You could get Suavecito pomade.
In prison. I had Suavecito in prison.
And that's what I wanted to let people know. Hey, dog, Suavecito is what makes this motherfucking wheel turn.
Hey,
We're here because Suavecito pomade. But one thing I always I tripped out was you told me, you're like, hey, we have Suavecito in here. Because anybody that knows me or fucks with me, everyone knows that I fuck with Suavecito pomade. This my homie Mario since back in the day, and he knows that I fuck with Suavecito, and he told me, hey, because I was one of the homies that I would write this fool, hey, what I'm saying? I would write
Sending
Mario
pictures
to
of
jail,
downtown,
sending
the
pictures
lowriders.
of cars and all this shit. I would write this fool in jail.
Prison,
And he would
prison.
tell me, in prison,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
would tell me, hey, they have suavecito in here. And that's what I'm tripping, like, and you could order,
Okay, so now-
could order
but wait,
suavecito
now-
pomade when to the homies in jail.
No, not jail. Prison.
In prison, I
Because
mean.
once you go to prison now, there's still canteen.
Yeah.
But throughout the year, they break it down to quarters. So 4 quarters in the year, 4 months. Every 4 months, there's pre-approved vendors of like 5 catalogs: Axis, Golden State, Walking Horse, some other ones and shit. And you could it's hard to do because you could have a max weight limit.
Yeah.
And as opposed to like just a dollar amount, which would be much simpler in math, but then you got to add the weight, and now you're like, I'm in prison. You think I'm gonna add weight? I'm like,
Yeah, like-
only thing I know is like 8 grams and fucking.
Yeah, if it ain't 3.5, what the fuck am I doing?
No, so yeah, the suavecito was through Axis. What did I do? Oh, no. It
What
was
happened? Suavecito was through Access?
Access. I believe it was Access, and it was the little can, and it
Yeah,
was,
like us. Like
yeah.
the shit you see in
And
my
that
fucking
shit-
bathroom
that
when you
shit
go to
was
my house.
I'll say this, like I do appreciate it because I had suavecito every time my mom came to visit.
Yeah.
that
You're
was
like,
the shit I bust out.
You're like, okay, mom's coming. I'm going to get a little something.
Get one of the Soul
Well,
Brothers
that's what I'm saying.
or Northerner to cut my hair because those people cut hair good.
A Suavecito pomade, and I'm saying not only for all the homies, but also for the people in prison and jail.
Making mama proud.
Letting people, hey, Suavecito making people look good on their visits
Mm-hmm.
when their girl comes in. And you know what I'm saying? They come in, they're like, oh, my G,
Hey, I'll send you a picture of me and my mom and my
Sick
hair
food.
comb for a thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. We're going to use that picture for the thumbnail of this episode's
Yeah.
fucking link.
With the suavecito.
Yeah, all day, dog.
Damn.
Thank you, Suavecito,
Yeah,
for
thanks.
hooking up the homies in prison, making them look good for their visits with their families, with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Their girls. You already know what it is. Fools will be happy. We're like, hey, dog, hey, can I borrow some Suavecito? Fool, my girl's going to come in.
It had to be the good homie.
Yeah. You were like, all right, dog.
Yeah. Like
Oh, so you would share Suavecito to the homies?
with certain friends.
Only a couple.
Hey, that was my patent smell there. The smell, that was mine.
They're like, oh, this was coming in, Mario?
I was like,
That's
if
not suavecito.
if I cut this pizza in too many slices, no one's eating. Sorry.
No, but that's cool, dog.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
a trip. Like, you know that the home. Do you know their fools could look good in there?
And I was happy to
and
tell
it's
you
all
too.
for
I remember
this.
that because you were the one who introduced.
Yeah,
like,
I
you-
remember this.
You
one
and
would be
Ito.
like, hey, they have Suavecito in here. I was like, hell yeah.
Look what Mick drew and shit, and you showed
Yeah.
the drawings and shit. And
And then
remember when you had all those
From this
extra-
drawing right here. Fool,
Yeah,
this
but-
is from Vardo.
But there was something wrong with like the shipment, and it was like the piece of cardboard that would go between the stacks, and like you guys had like it was just drawing like because you had like 50 of them, like just stacks
Yeah.
of thin cardboard. And you see the imprints of like
Like, dog, that's so tight, huh?
get all stoned, just draw with markers on it and shit. But
No, but that's a whole nother world, and that's what's cool, huh?
Yeah.
That you were able to get that.
yeah. So but no, back to again like the whole you just gotta write it out, dude. You gotta
Yeah.
write it out. You know, going to that.
Were
specific-
people tripping out on you when you would go in there and you were a bank robber, or you didn't tell people?
off and on because it became a big like I got tired, and then people asked like.
They want to hear the story, huh?
And then everyone knows what
They're
they
like,
would have
okay.
done and what they could have did this better. How come you didn't do it like this? How come you
Hey,
didn't-
fool! Damn, fool!
And I
You
get
should have
ti-
went. You should have got the Uber, then.
And it gets tired of that shit too because I'm like, yeah, well, you're on your 3rd strike for robbing a Domino's, so fuck you.
You're like, chill, dog. You brought the liquor store.
Yeah, like goddamn. But no, you just you got to have the mindset you're ready to do the
Yeah.
detox, and it will end. Because like I said, you don't.
So how was detoxing in there?
it
Because
was-
I'm sure
so like
you were dying when you went in there. You were dying.
It was horrible. It was horrible. For when I'm trying to grab my hands on anything to numb it, someone gets a medicated Xanax. I'm trying to do a bump. Guys come in with weed. I'm trying to just smoke all the weed.
Oh, fools have loquera on there. So I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where you're like, hey, let me get some,
But-
or was it too early?
No. It was kind of too early to where no one really knew if I'm the guy. Because
Yeah, they're like, hey, wait, we're gonna get this
if
food.
I'm gonna sell it, I'm gonna sell it to like my the car, you know.
Yeah.
But at one point, you just give up, dude. You just give up because I knew it wasn't readily available, and then you're like, if I buy it, it's not gonna come in because guys bring it in their ass, you know.
And that's what got you off of it, or did you eventually find it in there?
At that time in my life, I stopped because I knew it wasn't readily available. I didn't have the right motivation.
Yeah.
Once I went to prison and things are more readily available and it's just a matter of like waiting till next week because the same cha-cha and the means and the methods, you know. Then I unfortunately started dabbling again because, like I said, I wasn't prepared for an actual sobriety. And that's why even now, on release, I dabbled once and had the one relapse, but now I push for it, you know.
Back to normal.
Yeah, you know, and you know this, I'm going on a year plus now without a drink or any kind of opiate, and like now my mind.
And we're proud of you for that shit because we're homies. Me being a homie of you and knowing you, like, we have mad stories, Ridgecrest stories.
Yes.
Mario is one of the homies that when we went to Ridgecrest, and whenever I tell people, like, whenever I take a friend to Ridgecrest, they're always like, I want to live in Ridgecrest. This motherfucker, Mario, is one of the guys that wanted to live in Ridgecrest.
Killed it in Ridgecrest.
Killed it in Ridgecrest.
Remember
remember when we went to Ridgecrest and we were there was it the first night? When we went to the bar?
Yeah.
We were at the bar. We were right there fucking drinking, partying with everybody, saying hi to everybody. Everyone's like, what's up?
Everyone knows this guy. Everyone knows this guy.
And then
hometown hero.
Yeah, in Ridgecrest, like everyone knows, like everyone, just because it's a small town.
He's the friend who made it big in Hollywood.
Not even. I'm like, oh, hey, damn, Tommy does a podcast now.
He went to the big city.
No, but hey, everyone, and just because I was cool with everybody, dog. So everyone is cool with me when I go back. But fucking, we were there an hour. And some chick came up to me and she's like, I'm going to kidnap your friend. And it was this motherfucker.
And she did.
And this fool got lost for like 2-3 hours. Came back. We ended up partying. We left. He left. We ended up meeting at another friend's party. We're like, oh, he's back. It was just wild. So anybody that like I've ever taken to Ridgecrest or
I'll relocate.
They love it out there.
I'll relocate
just because it's wild. And yeah, everyone's like, I'm down to fucking relocate to Ridgecrest.
And you had cool people out there. Who's your friend who we met tattooing? Remember he rode his bike home and then we blazed it at his house?
I don't remember, but everyone out there in Ridgecrest shows mad love. Where?
I know Ridgecrest. Your white boy homie with the little beard. Steven.
He owns a tattoo shop. Nice Cats Tattoo.
Yeah, that dude was hella chill too, man.
Everyone
fucking chill.
He's a homie.
Yeah.
Everyone in Ridgecrest, they show love. That's why I love Ridgecrest, my hometown. Because everyone, when you go out there, it's like, even if you haven't seen somebody in fucking 10, 5, 15 years, when you see each other, it's like you've never fucking lost contact. What's up, motherfucker? Same shit. No, mad love, and everyone's welcoming.
Very
They're like, oh, you know Tommy? You're Tommy's homie? Stay the night at my house. You know, they're like that.
You had a homie who did that.
Yeah, like
I woke up in the living room.
You woke up somewhere like, oh, where am I? I was like, oh, you're Tommy's homie. You're good. And that's what's cool about fucking Ridgecrest. Like, man, I love all my homies from Ridgecrest. Everybody from Ridgecrest that's my homie that's listening to this podcast, man, I love you motherfuckers. You guys are the fucking best. You guys are the reason we're doing this shit. We're getting on the motherfucking map. But we're right here. Another thing I wanted to let you guys know is Cervezacito Pomade, 4th Street, Santa Ana. I'm right here. I put the hand sows on for the different drinks of the beer. They let me go ahead and put my fucking drawings on there. But go to Cervezacito Brewery, 4th Street, Santa Ana. Under construction. It's open. It looks all crazy, but you can still go there and get a drink and even kick back right there.
Hey, even the
play loteria.
Even that little bridge right now is cool.
Dog, that little bridge. They have a little bridge, so you can park right there and still get into there easy.
It was nice in there. Beyond.
Go check it out. If you guys are in Santa Ana or anywhere out here in Southern California, go to Cervezacito Brewery. Check them out. They let me do the hand sows on the motherfucking can so we can hold it down. And we're about to hit you guys with a little commercial, let you guys know what makes a machine run. Holding it down.
Suavecito's here to rescue your hair. Stop using Gorilla Snot. That either leaves your hair rock hard or limper than my Uncle Rico. Meet Suavecito, the world's finest pomade with an unrivaled all-day hold. No matter what your look is, we got you covered. Suavecito's water-based, so it washes out easy and it won't pull your hair out.
I went with the other guys.
Once we got you looking fresh up top, We got beard oil, soaps, combs, t-shirts, skateboards, beer mugs, coffee mugs, bobbleheads. Just click the link and check out our full lineup. Or better yet, roll through. We're right here in Santa Ana. It's where we're from, where we live, and where we still make Suavecito to this day. We got thousands of reviews from guys who have thanked Suavecito for helping them land their dream job and their dream date with their dream dude. Because when you feel good about yourself, people notice. Ready to transform your hair game for good? Click the link and pick up some of our award-winning Superior Pomade. Suavecito. Get it, hombre.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 7 with the Cold Blooded Bandit, learning everything it takes, you know what I'm saying, everything that happened. The story of the Cold Blooded Bandit. Here we go. No, but yeah, thank you for coming over here with us, sharing your story.
Yeah.
There's going to be a part 2, dog.
Yeah, cool. I'm with that. I mean,
There has to be a part 2, right?
Right?
We got the fresh little break into it. Let everybody know what's up, but
But there's a happy ending.
There's a happy ending.
There's a happy ending, as I mentioned.
There's a happy ending. The happy ending is that you're right here with us right now.
Clean.
Sober. Clean. Suavecito in the hair.
Great opportunities.
Player.
Working.
A couple bunnies probably in the, know what I'm saying? Okay. No, I'm just saying. But for real, hey, it's a good story from somebody going from, the worst part of your fucking life, dog, to fucking having to do that shit, to doing that shit, to being in
Just
jail.
Striving for redemption at the end of it.
Striving for the best, coming out, and trying to do the best, got a little stumble here and there, but back to where we're here right now.
Yeah. It's
to where we're able to tell your story. People are able to listen, and this ain't it, dog. There's still more. Like,
if we get around to
everybody,
part 2,
everybody
there's
that's
the good
tuning
shit.
in and listening to that shit, this is my homie. Shit that happened and everything that he went through and the story that happened. It's like whatever you guys ever been through or wherever you're going through or whatever you have to do, you always know that. Hey, there's a light at the end of that motherfucking tunnel.
There is.
You know what I'm
you gotta
saying?
fight.
It
You
ain't
gotta want
the
it
end.
and fight. You gotta want it and fight.
Hey, dog, it ain't the end. If you want fucking better and you really want to do that shit, you can make that shit happen.
Yes,
dog.
it's not easy.
And motherfuckers will
not
be like,
easy.
hey, dog, you went addiction, jail, all that shit, and you're still right here, up, able to tell your story, fucking living and
Enjoying.
You know what I'm saying? There's people that
The little pleasures.
they ain't able to tell their story, dog. You know what I'm saying? And
I just went to,
you're here
I just
telling
went to
the
Big
stories.
Bear. That shit was so nice.
What happened to Big Bear? How was Big Bear?
It was just
dog.
It was just to know like you could still get simple joys out of nothing, like out of something small, just the drive time. But
You know
still,
what
the highway was cool. Like it was like the drive was
the
nice.
whole drive up there is nice.
Good company. It was just chill, full, and at the end of the day, like. I'm just glad I could enjoy that now. Like you said, the light's
You can
there.
enjoy that now, dog. Instead of being worried about getting locote,
Yeah,
fucking what's the next fucking shit's gonna happen, you're fucking enjoying it, dog. Every second,
Consciously aware of the moment.
Because hey, if it could have been worse, you would have still been in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Or dead.
Miklo.
Or dead.
Fucking dead,
Yeah.
murked, or fucking
Gone forever.
living the fucking Miklo life. Fucking all my fucking life I've been left out.
But there's a lot of like the redemption part we could do. If we do a part 2, there's a lot more the rewards.
Redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy. Cause none day makana sapa the time. But everybody, you know what I'm saying, thank you guys for coming right here, tuning in with us. There's going to be a part 2 to, you know what I'm saying, the Cold Blooded Bandit. We're here holding it down. We got Modesto in the motherfucking
Yeah, thank you,
ones and
Modesto,
twos.
for your time. Appreciate
We
it.
got Suavecito in the back, you know what I'm saying, holding it down for us, letting it happen, making sure everything's right. Thank you again to Mario, the Cold Blooded
Thank
Bandit,
you.
for coming
Thank you,
in
man.
here,
It was
sharing your
dope.
story
It was
with us,
cool.
letting us know what's up. and letting people out there know that, hey, dog, it ain't the end, dog. There's still, even if you're at your worst of your worst, there's still a motherfucking light at the end of the tunnel,
the
dog.
light's bright. The light's bright.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for coming right here and sharing your story. There's going to be a number 2 to the story, you know what I'm saying? But thank you guys all. Tune in. Check out, you know what I'm saying, Mario, the story we got going, Suavecito Pomade.
Thank you, Suavecito.
Cervezacito Brewery.
That's just dope.
Go to the Santa Ana Cervezacito Brewery, open, under construction. Get all the drinks so you can feel good. I'm saying feel good. Everybody be happy. Get ready for the next section of the fucking Cold Blooded Bandit story. Thank you guys again.